You had one shot, one opportunity. It's everything you ever wanted. One moment. Capture. Just let it slip. Yeah. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, his vomit on his sweater already. Mom's forgetting he's nervous, but on the surface he looks. Next, we have Lane Lynn. Lane is the son of Esther Lynn and has been involved with football for 8 years. Lane is also a member of the Husky wrestling team. After graduation, his plans are to attend a trade school. Lane Lynn. Next, we have Braden Miller. Braden is the son of Mark Miller and Donna Harmon and has been involved with football for 5 years. His other activities include lacrosse and wrestling. His plans after graduation are to study exercise science at Teal College. Braden Miller. Next is Sage Miller. Sage is the daughter of Aaron Myers and Christopher Myers and is being escorted by her mother, Aaron Myers, and her grandfather, Dana Barner. She has been involved with football for 1 year. Her plans after graduation are to attend Liberty University online and major in elementary education. Sage Miller. Next is Decker Peach. Decker is the son of Matt and Jess Peach and has been involved in football for 4 years. His other activities include wrestling and track and field. Decker's plans after graduation are to pursue an engineering degree and play football. Decker Peach. Next is Kane Pate. Kane is the son of Justin and Lindsay Pate and has been involved in football for 8 years. Kane is also a member of the lacrosse team. His plans after graduation are to join the military. Kane Pate. Next is Bo Reeder. Bo is the son of Rob and Tara Reeder and has been involved with football for 6 years. His other activities include STEM internship and hunting and fishing. Bo's plans after graduation are to attend a 2-year technical program. Bo Reeder. Next is Nathan Ryden. Nathan is the son of Michael Ryden and Candace Sunderland and has been involved with football for 11 years. Nate's plans after graduation are to attend college and play football. Nathan Ryden. Next is Kyson Rustler. Kyson is the son of Deanna and Neil Rustler and has been involved with football for 7 years. His other activities include hunting and fishing and motocross. His plans after graduation are to attend the Pennsylvania School of Technology to pursue a 4-year degree in construction management. Kyson Rustler. Next is Jaden Smith. Jaden is the son of Billy Joe Stringfellow and has been involved in football for 1 year. Jaden is also a member of the Husky baseball team. Jaden's plans after graduation are to attend Bloomsburg University, study sports management, and play baseball. Jaden Smith. Next is Trey Smith. Trey is the son of Jim and Vicky Smith and has been involved in football for 11 years. Trey also participates in lacrosse. Trey's plans after graduation are to join the military. Trey Smith. Next is Corbin Yoder. Corbin is the son of Cindy Corbin and Ed and Teresa Yoder and has been involved in football for 14 years. His plans after graduation are to enter the workforce. Corbin Yoder. And our final senior tonight is Easton Zook. Easton is the son of Travis and Melissa Zook and has been involved in football for 2 years. Easton is also a member of the Husky lacrosse team. His plans after graduation are to pursue a career in nursing. Easton Zook. To the families of these seniors, be thankful and be proud as we celebrate 38 amazing reasons why it is a great night to be a Mifflin County Husky. Congratulations to all of you. Let's have one more round of applause for all 38 of our Husky seniors. At Lake dealerships, we know your time matters. That's why we've created Lake It, Love It pricing. The lowest price already built in. No haggling, no hassle. A friendly, no pressure team will guide you every step of the way, so you can drive off in the perfect ride. Here at Lake Ford, we go the extra mile, literally to your home. With expert service at all three of our convenient locations, you'll always have more reasons to love it at Lake. Lake dealerships. Lake it, love it. For over a century, Kish has been more than just a financial institution. As we celebrate our 125th anniversary, we look with excitement to Kish's future. A future where our values of service, performance, trust, and community will remain as strong as ever. The Mifflin County School District is proud to present the Mifflin County High School Marching Band. This year, the band presents the show Medusa. The tale follows our hero, Perseus, as she hunts the evil Gorgon, Medusa, a mythical creature that with one look can turn anyone to stone. Perseus' task will be a very challenging endeavor. Will our hero prevail or become yet another one of Medusa's trophies? The music soloists in tonight's show are Reese Bennett on trumpet and Aaliyah Deal on clarinet. The field conductors are Aaliyah Deal and Hannah Jones. The guard soloists are Emily Banks, Natalie Hawbrook, and Gabby Swangy. The actors are Leah Barahona as Medusa and Anna Miller as Perseus. The Mifflin County High School Marching Band is under the direction of Brandon T. Cayley. The assistant directors are Samantha Gates, Mark Baylor, and Cassidy Mills. The music staff includes Carrie Cullen, Cassidy Mills, Kelly Wagner, and Mark Baylor. Percussion instruction by Andrew Peck, Don Wagner, Cole Cullen, and Carly Croyle. Mallet instruction is by Samantha Gates. Guitar instruction by Mark Baylor. All electronics handled by Mark Baylor, Don Wagner, and RAL Productions. Color guard instruction by Charlie Henry and Alyssa Hanford. Marching instruction is by Andrew Peck. The marching techs are Carrie Cullen, Cassidy Mills, Mark Baylor, Don Wagner, and Kelly Wagner. Drill design is by Rick Kane, and music for tonight's performance by Randall Standridge. The band and staff would like to thank the administration of the Mifflin County School District, Mifflin County High School, Junior High, and Middle School, as well as members of the Mifflin County Music Boosters for their continued support. Please welcome to the field the three-time Tournament of Band Pennsylvania State Champs, your Mifflin County Husky Marching Band. At this time, we invite all of our Phillips student section out onto the turf to join our band and cheerleaders to form a tunnel to bring out our Husky football team for tonight's game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Donald M. Chapman III Stadium as tonight, Superintendent Vance Varner, Principal Kelly Campagna, and Athletic Director Tish McClay welcome the visiting Warriors from Gettysburg High School. Husky fans, get on your feet for senior night. Be loud, be proud, and welcome head coach Shane Leon and your Mifflin County Huskies. God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise and gentlemen, remove your caps. Or, if you are an active or retired member of the United States military, feel free to leave your hat on and offer a salute as we pause to honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, the anthem is being performed by the Mifflin County High School Cantare under the direction of Mrs. Vicki Fensterbush. Ladies and gentlemen, Francis Scott Key's Star Spangled Banner. What's so who's not struggling and bright sun? More love, we want. We're so down, we sweet. At this time, we are welcoming to Kish Bank Field representatives from Fleet Reps and Markel Paper, who without their financial support and the support of many others, this new facility would not have been possible. First from Fleet Reps, being escorted by Mifflin County Superintendent Vance Varner, Fleet Reps Sale Manager Mr. Ryan Rupert, and the President of Fleet Reps, Mr. Kevin Walker. And representing Markel Paper, Maintenance Director Jake Wagner, Warehouse Manager Jay Hartman, Logistics Manager Lois Kipp, Sales Rep Damon Bailey, Production Manager Scott Kokendorfer, Plant Manager Dale Corey, Human Resource Manager Michelle Hoffmaster, Marketing Director Kelly Price, VP of National Accounts Chris Tressler, VP of Distribution, Sales, and Marketing, Emily Swineford, Chief Financial Officer, Matt Goodling, and CEO of Markel Paper, Mr. Rob Barron. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for Markel Paper and Fleet Reps being recognized on the field this evening.
One last time for the class of 2026 as kickoff is going to get ready here at Donald M. Chapman Stadium. Colston alongside me. I'm Aiden Stevens. We welcome you to a live MCTV broadcast. Sorry about that. I had to wait a little bit for our pregame show because, Colston, you were singing the national anthem, and I don't think I've seen you run that fast in a long, long time to get up here, but you made it in time. Colston, anything real quick before we get underway?
These two teams, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. First points, I feel like whoever scores first is going to win this game. Projected to be a shootout. We'll see what happens.
Weaver will get us underway one last time for the 25-26 school season here at Kish Bank Field. Here we go. Kickoff will go out of the back, or it'll take a backspin and it'll be down at the 2. Here comes Gettysburg trying to bounce it outside. Nowhere to go. The Huskies. What a kickoff by Joel Beamer to start this game.
What a start by Mifflin County. That one. Dodger Weaver immediately giving Mifflin County some momentum. Deep bomb.
That was Weaver, not Beamer. And now coming onto the field is number 15, Grant Johnson, the leading passer in the Mid-Penn Conference, and it's not close. Last time against Paul Meyer in the 35-43 loss, 11 for 25, 200 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. This one, he'll be starting at his own 8. In the gun, 2 receivers to the near side of the field. First down and 10 for Gettysburg. Play action pass, looking, throwing over the middle, incomplete, thrown just short of number 6. That'll be Julius Warren, the receiver 2 for this team.
I think the main thing here for Mifflin County, as we're just getting started, Gettysburg, we've seen them. They're an offensive team, but their defense cannot get stops. The problem, they have a long field to go if they want to strike first here. We'll see if they do. The first one, just a little bit low of a throw, and it's second down.
Same formation. Look out for Kessel, the receiver. That'll be a handoff up the middle, still fighting forward, and that's going to be Burnett, the third-year starting senior.
Burnett, I like what I see out of him. Both passing and rushing for this Gettysburg team, very effective. We've seen so far, as I said, the offense been electric. Obviously, 35 points last week.
Gettysburg heading to the line quick. Sorry to interrupt. It's 3rd and 3. Handoff up the middle. Cuts back inside. He's close to the yardage to gain, and I think he got it. First down, Warriors. Obviously, here a little bit about Burnett. Over his last 5 games, he has over 110 rushing yards in all 5 of them. And the last time out against Palmyra, he had 150, a touchdown, and a long of 31 rushing yards. Here's 1st and 10 for this Gettysburg electric offense. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. Absolutely swallowed by the Huskies.
And I think the main thing here for Gettysburg, obviously that play didn't go how they planned it would. But the main thing here, they've been trying to rush it 2 or 3 times this season, then try and air it out. That's what's been getting them these big plays. Opponents expect the rush, they throw it deep, and they get those completions.
The senior Smith with the club on one of his hands here on senior night. Here's 2nd and 12 after the loss of 2. Huskies show pressure. In the gun, they'll have Kessel and Warren on the near side of the screen. Quarterback read option, bounces it outside, cuts back in, penalty flag thrown. First time we have Laundry on the field, and usually on these short run plays, it'll be holding against the offense, but let's see what the official call is.
I did see Harrington shaking his head, so I might be against Mifflin County.
It is holding against the Warriors. That'll move them back even more.
So obviously, deep in your own territory, they already got 1 first down, but that's going to push them back even further. It's going to be 2nd and long, and we've seen Gettysburg, it's going to be 2 rushes usually, and then 1 deep pass. The problem, you got a 2nd and long. You can't really run up the middle unless you get a chunk play.
It'll be 2nd down and 19. My apologies. Single back in the backfield. 2 receivers lined up on the near side. Dropping back, looks, quick curl, caught. Beamer there in the coverage. He'll push him out of bounds at the original distance. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Warriors coming up on the opening possession of the game.
And I think that's maybe the perfect play you want right there. You need to gain some yardage for this 3rd down to be at least, somewhat manageable. 2nd and 19, you try and run it up the middle, you get 2 yards. Incredibly hard to get. That one a solid gain, and now it's 3rd and 12.
Johnson, 3rd and 10. Smith, here comes the pressure, rolling out, fighting, rolling out still, looking, surveying, stepping up. He wants it all down the field. Incomplete. No flags. And it looks like Gettysburg's going to have to punt. Great defense by the Huskies.
That one-on-one with Nevin Farley, number 11 of Mifflin County. And may I say, when one-on-one plays happen, Gettysburg, they've got some speed with their receiver core, but that time, in the words of Aiden, he got strapped, and it's 4th down.
Johnson there. Nice job to extend the play for Gettysburg. Able to roll out here as I believe it's Zook, the tight end, lined up for the punt return. He's lined up at the 47. Punter lines up at the 5-yard line. Rolling out. Here comes the punt. A weak one. Zook's going to catch it. He fumbles the ball. Is able to fall back on top of it. Mifflin County gets possession at the 45-yard line of Gettysburg.
And that's just a scary play. Obviously, that one a little bit of a wobbler, so it's going to be harder to catch than a normal punt. And I think that's what Gettysburg was going for. A wobbler there. They're trying to make sure Mifflin County gets maybe, loses the ball like Zook did there. And now 1st and 10. They're going to be having good field position, though. Let's see if Mifflin County can capitalize.
It will be quads to the near side of the field. Beamer, Farley, Weaver, and Hartung are lined up on the near side. Hartung is in at quarterback. Kaufman expect him to get a lot of touches today with 3 running backs being out of this game for Mifflin County. Handoff on the RPO. Kaufman gets it, breaks off 1, fighting forward, gets a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd and medium here to go on the opening drive for the Huskies.
Kaufman, the senior, these past few games, obviously some injuries in that running back core, but he's been thriving off it, been the bell cow back for this Huskies team. It shows there why he does. Just that powerful, little push that he keeps going. He doesn't even have any blockers with him, and he's taking Gettysburg players with him. It's a gain of 4, and it's 2nd and 6.
It'll be Hartung, single back in the gun, trips to the far side. Beamer, one-on-one, just off the corner of your screen to the inside. Dropping back, play action pass. Hartung looks over the middle, caught. Weaver, he'll fall inside the 25, still fighting for yards. Still on his feet, he'll be down to the 21. The ball might have come out. Gettysburg saying it has. What's the official ruling? Let's see here on the instant replay. Weaver breaks off a couple. Is he down? He's down. And they're going to say Gettysburg has possession of it. On the instant replay, he looked down. And just like that, Gettysburg now has the momentum. What a crazy opening 3 minutes on senior night at Kish Bank Field.
Weaver is saying, he was saying to the ref, hey, I'm down. I got to say, we can take a look at the replay all we want, but obviously it's the ref's call. I thought he was down, clear as day.
Doesn't matter what we think, Colston, as long as the official call stands, that's what it'll be. 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the 25. Handoff up the middle. Here's a lane. Fighting forward. Gets a gain of 15 or so. It'll be a first down, Gettysburg. Burnett, the third-year senior.
Burnett, he's got the explosiveness of any running back like I've ever seen multiplied. He's been able to get up the middle against this Huskies team. And right now they're driving, coming off the turnover.
Gettysburg playing with some momentum here. It'll be another handoff up the middle. Bounces it outside. Trips over himself there. Gets a fight for about a yard or so. Here comes 2nd and 9.
Once again, up the middle, Mifflin County is trying to thwart that here early in the game. Obviously, Gettysburg, they try those runs early so they can pass later in the game. That time doesn't go for much, and it's 2nd and 9.
Kessel and Warren are going to be the receivers you're going to look out for. 6 and 13. 13 lined up on the near side of the screen. You can see his helmet in the bottom left corner. High snap. Some confusion there. Down he goes. Gavin Harrington on senior night. Hawks him down.
And I think there was some miscommunication there. It might have been a run play.
Look at this. Diving.
You could just see, some miscommunication. Maybe it was an option play. But Harrington is bringing out his Ray Lewis impression with that sack there.
3rd down and 15. To the back of Gettysburg. It's a sea of colors for tie-dye night and senior night. Huskies looking like they're playing man coverage here. Dropping back. Roll out pass to the far side. Looking over the middle. He's got a man wide open. Beautiful throw on the money. All the way. Touchdown, Warriors.
And that is how you respond from 2 straight negative plays. A single deep bomb, a bootleg. Looked like it was going to go to the other side. And Gettysburg. Perfect throw, and you can't defend the perfect pass. 6-0 Warriors.
Escobar Rudy, the senior receiver cornerback, 5'11", 160. He burnt Weaver, and a beautiful throw by the leading passer in the mid-pen, Johnson. 6, possibly pending 7-0 here as the extra point. Now, I will say this kicker's been a little shaky. This one up the middle, it is up and good. 7-0. He looked a little shaky in warm-ups, but it doesn't matter how good you look in warm-ups if you get it in the game. 7-0 is our score. We're going to take a break with them. You're watching MCTV Football. That is why Gettysburg is the number 2 offense in the mid-pen. 205 points scored in 7 games. But also for Gettysburg, they're allowing an average of 40 over 7 games. They've allowed 40 in their last 3. Huskies need to capitalize here, and we are underway here. An onside kick here. Christine, what a smart play by Christine. Calling fair catch, making sure he reels it in, and that's what you'd see on NFL Top IQ moments.
That one, Christine, the senior, he's seen these things before, knows exactly what to do, and he takes it, just calls fair catch. Obviously, risky play there by Gettysburg does not pay off, but I want to go back to that touchdown. Obviously, I think 3rd and 11, 12, I don't think you play man. Gettysburg has some speedy receivers. One-on-one, I got to say, I don't think we can keep up with their speed. They've got to have a man over top.
You said you want to score early. Mifflin County has 7 points in the first quarter all season. So here's a draw play to Kaufman up the middle. Gets nowhere. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 as it'll be 2nd and long. And you got to go back to that fumble. Weaver fumbled the ball on the opening possession for Mifflin County. And then Weaver allows the deep touchdown.
Obviously, not a great start for Weaver whatsoever. But obviously, you can't just think about those mistakes. You got to move on. It's only 7-0. First quarter, easily could overcome this, especially with this Gettysburg defense that we know can be a bit shaky.
2 receivers to each side of the field. Hartung goes in motion. Roll out pass. Looking. Hartung throwing. Has a man that'll be caught. Beamer. First down Huskies. He's down to the 44. Or that's Farley, my apologies.
Senior to senior on senior night. What you love to see there. Get him involved here early. Mifflin County, they had a big game with Farley last week in the loss, to Lower Dolphin. But Mifflin County, you're coming off a touchdown. You need to drive here. Get some momentum back.
Obviously, heading into this game, Mechanicsburg has allowed the most points. They've scored the second most points, just 7 behind Redland. Here's a handoff. Kaufman up the middle. Breaks one, gets back to the line. And Gettysburg, my apologies, is all over Kaufman so far halfway into this first quarter.
What I like to see here from Gettysburg is you've seen these past few games, the run has been able to work against them. Not tonight so far. They've been trying these runs at the middle, and Gettysburg sends at least 4 players at that front 5. And it's been working so far, especially on these run plays. Seems like Gettysburg is getting inside. Only results in a gain of 1 there.
Here is 2nd down and 9. Officially halfway through the first quarter. You're watching MCTV. Hartung in the gun. Draw play here. Worked really well a couple weeks ago against Palmyra, who this Gettysburg team lost to last week, 43-35, in an incredible game. That one gets a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd down and medium coming up for the Huskies. Colston, what do you call up here?
I feel like so far, even for Mifflin County, I know it's a 3rd down, but there isn't a crazy opportunity that you could rush this play and go for it on 4th down.
I don't hate that. Because you're too close for a punt. You're too far for a field goal.
Here's 3rd and 5, though. Let's see what Mifflin County has.
Gettysburg has 8 players in the box. They're expecting the run. Hartung dropping back. Here comes Gettysburg. Has a man. Hartung. He's got a lane 30. Cuts back inside to the 25. Still on his feet down to the 21, and it'll be a Husky first down.
It's a small thing here for Mifflin County, but what you'd like to see, Hartung tucks that ball away, and the number one thing he's doing here, you can see Gettysburg trying to punch it out. He keeps the ball. Doesn't want to make the same mistake that Weaver did. It's a solid gain, and now Mifflin County, you don't even need a 4th down because you've got a first down at the 22-yard line.
I would have liked to seen Hartung swing it out to Kaufman and use Lucas as a lead blocker, but nonetheless, it still works. Huskies near the red zone. Here's 1st and 10. Gun. Handoff up the middle. Kaufman still on his feet, fighting forward for as many yards as he can. It'll be a gain of 4, maybe 5, and another 2nd and medium coming up for the Huskies.
And that's exactly what you like to see out of Kaufman. It doesn't need to be pretty. You just need to run up the middle, get some solid yardage for 1st down, and now it opens up the playbook here on 2nd down. A gain of 4, you can run, you can pass. Let's see what they got here.
Gettysburg has been playing a lot of press coverage. Very fast cornerbacks and receivers like Colston noted earlier. Handoff, outside run. Kaufman, he's got a lane. Looking, tries to lower his shoulder down close to the first down, still fighting. It'll be 3rd down and 1 as we hit 4 minutes remaining in quarter number 1.
Now, I know Kaufman is the power back here, and I love seeing him try to be physical, but I don't like the play there. You've got a lot of more Gettysburg players than Mifflin County players in the area. Still results in a gain of 5, so it is a good play, but I think you maybe want to try and cut more inside, try to get that first down for your team. It remains 3rd and 1.
You like it or love it, it's a gain of 4, and there's nothing you can change about that. On 2nd and 5, you can't be mad with a 3rd down or a 4-yard run. As now Gettysburg, if they loaded the box earlier, it's definitely fully loaded now. Here's 3rd and 1 at the 13. Handoff, Kaufman bounces outside, cuts back inside, has more than enough for the first down, as it'll be goal to go for the Huskies here late in this first quarter.
Exactly what you want to see there at Mifflin County. Maybe try and run inside. No, Kaufman says let's go outside with the box filled. Perfectly what you want to do. Going to result in a gain of 5, and it's 1st and goal for the Huskies.
Mifflin County scored their first points in the first quarter all season last week against Lower Dolphin. They're trying to do that here once again against this Warriors defense. 3 minutes left to go here in quarter 1. Hartung's going to line up under center. Look out for a possible toss to the left side of the field as they have multiple tight ends over there. Toss to the left. Looking. Runs a man over. Still on his feet. Gets about a gain of 2 or 3. I called that play, Colston.
You did call that play. What I like to see, though, is that Mifflin County, what I thought is that they were going to do a trick play because Chris Stein came in there on that play. Both quarterbacks, you see him walking off the field now. But both quarterbacks in there, maybe they're trying to think, Gettysburg trying to make them think that there was trickery involved. No, simple toss play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 6.
Hartung heading back to the huddle. 20 left to play. Or 20 left in the play clock, my apologies. As it'll be trips to the far side of the field. Man coverage once again here by Gettysburg. Dropping back, handoff. Kaufman goes nowhere, gets back to the line, and you got a 3rd and 6 here, and you're down by 7. Gettysburg's offense is so explosive. Their defense is the exact opposite of that. Do you think this is 4-down territory here, Colston?
I got to say, I don't like the play call there on 2nd down, trying to run up the middle. It has been working, but you see, with these goal line scenarios, there's going to be so many people in the box with Mifflin County knowing that Gettysburg can't stop it. But right now, 3rd and goal at the 5 after the gain of 1. I do say it's 4-down territory if they get a sizable gain here.
Same formation as last time. Same personnel. Hartung looking to throw. Has a lot of time. Dropping back, stepping up. Downhill go. And that's the one thing Mifflin County cannot take.
3rd and goal and just blanket coverage there by Gettysburg. Nothing there for Hartung to throw to. And it's a loss at 10. 4th and goal, and we'll see. Do they bring out the field goal unit? They're not known to. Hartung's looking at his coach saying, I want to go for it.
I wouldn't be... Penalty. Hold on, my apologies. We did not see this. Holding against Gettysburg. Unbelievable.
I believe that's either going to get them 5 yards, half the distance to the goal, or an automatic 1st down.
I believe it's half the distance because they're spotting the ball at the 2-yard line right now.
It's going to be 3rd down, 3rd and goal from the 2. The playbook is now wide open with less than a minute to go.
What I would do... It looks like Mifflin County is going to have a heavy set here. You're either going to run it up the middle once again, follow, I believe that's Daubert, up the B or C gap, or you want to hit Beamer on a slant. Handoff. Kaufman gets tripped up. What an incredible tackle there by number 44 for Gettysburg. That's Nate Anders, the sophomore, 6 foot 172, and it's 4th and 2, and I think you got to go for it.
That's just... Once again, we saw the perfect pass. That's the perfect defensive play. You see Kaufman, he's got a lane. He gets through that. I believe that would be a touchdown, but just a great tackle. Not necessarily a tackle, really, just getting him down on the ground.
It's going to be the same formation here. Mifflin County does not have to run a play in this 1st quarter. Hartung under center. They'll give it to Kaufman once again. Powers his way. Is he in? He is short. An incredible stand from this Warriors defense as the clock expires in the 1st quarter. It's 7-0 and an unbelievable defensive stand. You run it 4 times at the goal line, and it's a football length away from the goal line.
I just think, obviously, Gettysburg is not great at stopping the run, but you can't run it 4 times in a row, especially up the middle. You got to try and switch it up. But that'll end the 1st quarter. I believe sides flip when we return. Gettysburg leads 7-0.
At the end of the 1st quarter, Gettysburg 7, Mifflin County nothing.
Sides flip, and so does possession here, but Gettysburg's got to get out of their own end zone. It's 1st and 10 at the half-yard line. Lining up under center here, looking for a possible QB sneak. QB sneak / tush push right there. Gets a gain of about 1 or 2. And it'll be some breathing room for the Warriors here to start the second quarter.
Obviously, you want to get out of your own danger zone there. With only the gain of 1, though, I really don't think that changes much. You're still at the 2-yard line. Your players are lined up in the end zone. It's just 2nd and 9 now.
Quarterback in the gun, 2 receivers. Looking, quick curl route, incomplete, and through the hands of the Gettysburg receiver. That would be number 13, Kessel, the receiver 1 for this Warrior team. And it's 3rd and 9, deep in your own territory. And we saw the first punt by Gettysburg. Not a great punt. Got about, 35, 40 yards? I'd put Mifflin County once again around the 30, actually, if you think about it, because he'd be punting from the back of his own end zone. You got to expect a run here on 3rd and 2. High snap, play action pass, looking over the middle, caught. He breaks 1 tackle. Nice job by Beamer to bring him down. But on 3rd and 9 in your own territory, in your own end zone, it's a big play for Gettysburg. And Gettysburg just finds a way out of the mouse hole every single time.
Julius Warren there, number 6. He's all by himself, one-on-one, and he's got the speed to break anyone on this field. First down.
Handoff up the middle. Big lane here. Penalty flag will fly. Once again, another run here. When another penalty flag. Let's see what the signal is. We're going to assume, usually on these type of plays, that it's going to be holding, but let's wait for the official's call. And once again, for the second time, it's holding against the Warriors.
What I like to see, though, out of Gettysburg, I said it earlier, they run it twice, and they try that pass. We saw it there. 2 runs up the middle, maybe to just get it out of your own danger zone. But 3rd and 9 at the 2, a risky ball there, especially with one-on-one. It could be overthrown, underthrown, anything like that. But once again, perfect ball there. And it's going to be first down.
It'll be 1st and 16 after they mark it from the spot. I believe Gettysburg has a mismatch here. They have 2 guys open at the bottom of the screen. Quarterback stepping up, looking, has a man on the sideline, thrown short. The Mifflin County pressure gets there. It's 2nd and 16 for the Warriors in their own territory.
I like what I see out of there from number 15, Grant Johnson, the quarterback. You try and roll out. You've got some pressure inside. You see a receiver on the outside, just a little bit underthrown, but I think, you get a little bit more power under that. That's a perfect play.
He was wide open, too. He had 1 safety. I believe it might have been Chris Stein. Don't 100% me on that, as it's 2nd and 16 at Gettysburg's own 19. Bubble screen, caught, open, cuts outside, breaks 1, runs into another Husky or 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Once again, they go back to Warren, the senior, and it'll be 3rd down and long for Gettysburg for the 2nd time this possession.
Now, the thing is with Gettysburg, they've got some speed. They can burn you over the top. But what I've seen so far, besides maybe their running back, they can't really break a good tackle. Obviously, Mifflin County has got to play deep here. You've seen them be burnt once. Now it's 3rd and 10. Can you stop them here?
Look out for something quick over the middle. Play action pass. Looking. Stepping up. He's going to roll out. Throwing over the middle. Caught. Breaks 1, but there's another Husky right there. It's 4th down and 2 or 3. Rudy was the receiver there. Farley with the tackle. It's 4th down and 2 and 3 inside your own 35, and Gettysburg's going to look like they're going to go for it.
They are a very aggressive team,
and they're going to
show it.
They're going to go quick.
Wide.
They're going quick. 5 wide. Trips to the near side of the screen. Watch out for the quarterback keeper, though, as it's 4th and 3. Going to slow things down. Has 15 to get the play off. Snap. Pooch punt. Fake. Did he get there? He reached out. It's going to be close. Mifflin County thinks they stuffed them. Let's see what the marking is.
The marking is, as of right now, saying short. What are they going to say? We're waiting for the ref call.
Are we going to get the chain gang? Mifflin County gets a big stuff on the fake Pooch punt.
I think right there, I don't think you could have done any better if you're Gettysburg. You try the fake punt. The quarterback here, Grant, is obviously, he's not listed, obviously, as a punter here for this Gettysburg team, listed as a safety or a quarterback. But the one thing he can't do is punt. Mifflin County wasn't back there for a punt returner if they did try
it. And look at the student section. They're loud. They're hype. Watching their Huskies try and win a senior night victory. If Mifflin County wins this game, they are locked in to the district playoffs. Hartung, handoff up the middle to Kaufman for the 5th straight time. He gets stuffed once again. Colston, a little bit of confusion up here in the press box from you.
I just don't like the call. You've done it 4 times in a row. We've seen Gettysburg early has been stacking the box. I feel like at some point you can't. Definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. They're getting the same result here. Gains of maybe 1 or 2. You got to try and trust your receivers, especially with these one-on-ones.
I think Mifflin County is going to be setting up a deep play action pass here, and I think now's a great time to do it. They don't have any high safeties. Everybody lined up in the blocks. Play action pass. Hartung looking over the middle, has Hartung. He's got it. Touchdown, Huskies. Hartung to Hartung connection, and I might be telepathic right there. The play action pass over the middle to Hartung, and it's a touchdown, Huskies.
It's perfect execution on 2nd and 9. Mifflin County, as you said, you set up the play action with all these run plays. There's nobody over the top. And Mifflin County, extra point pending, is going to take a 7-7 lead. I said this could be a shootout, but Mifflin County is going to strike pay dirt.
Beamer did miss an extra point last week. This one up and good. 7-7's our score. The lights go off for senior night. We're going to take a break with them. Stay tuned. It's going to be a thriller on MCTV.
The brotherly connection connects again, and Mifflin County, with 8:57 left to go in this first half, will notch us up at 7. Their last home game, 4-4 on the year against the Gettysburg team who's 2-6. Electric on offense, not so great at defense. Kicks away, and we're underway here. Gettysburg takes possession.
Weaver had that backspin on the opening kickoff that able to work out. The ball nearly came out there. That was a very dangerous, I guess, tackle for Gettysburg, is that's the type of one that you could just very easily lose the ball on. And here come the Warriors. The fake pooch punt led to this being a tie game. And we got, once again, I think this is going to be a great game, Colston. These two teams are absolutely electric to watch. And in their own ways, because Mifflin County, they play gritty, low-scoring, run, smash-mouth football. Gettysburg is the exact opposite. Air it out. Let's go play for a win using the air. Here's 1st down and 10. Looking over to the coaches. Got a play change here. 15 to play. Handoff. Up the middle. Cuts back inside. Arend is there with the tackle. It'll be a gain of 8. And once again, Burnett, the first one. What am I saying? Burnett with a run up the middle. Sorry. Gettysburg's a very fast-paced moving offense. My brain doesn't work well, fast-paced offenses. That's something I got to work on in the off-season. Here's 8:25 left to go in the second quarter. Quarterback keeper Smith nearly able to bring him down. Smith able to get him from behind, and a big hit from the senior, as it's enough for the yard to gain. It'll be a Warrior 1st down.
We've seen so far Barnett is taking these carries up the middle. And the main thing here, you got to play a little bit of trickery. We've seen Gettysburg do it. The fake pooch punt, just one example of how they're going to play tonight. The read option there. Obviously, Johnson's got some speed, and he uses it there for a first.
Handoff up the middle. And this one goes nowhere. He got stood up at the line. They're pushing him back. And I believe here, just off your screen, you can't see it, Warren was grabbing his face mask. He's being guarded by Beamer. I think that's going to be something you're going to keep an eye on when these two are guarding each other on offense and on defense after the gain of 0. Here's 2nd down and 10. Johnson in the gun. We're going to have a substitution here. Or I believe a player's just going to come off the field.
No, we're going to get a substitution here.
A late substitution here. They still have plenty of time on the play clock. They have 10.
That's the thing with Gettysburg. They play so quick you can get those substitutions late.
Handoff. Looking. Here come the Huskies. Pressure rolling out. Overthrown. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Arn was the guy with pressure. And here comes another 3rd and long for Gettysburg.
And that is about the perfect play if you're an edge rusher. You see the quarterback going to the other side. No blockage really from Gettysburg on that play. And we've seen so far, Gettysburg has had these 3rd and longs. It's been iffy so far if they've been able to get them. But this, a pivotal play. Here's 3rd and 10.
At the bottom of your screen, it's the 2 best receivers versus the 2 best corners. Dropping back. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go, and you're running it on 3rd and 10. That might be the most confusing call I've seen all season, Colston. The punt team's going to head on the field, and Jaden Smith on senior night has really been showing out.
I really think that Gettysburg there, I don't think that was the original play call. Obviously, you've got a 3rd and 10. It looked like Johnston was going to the sideline saying, that was the play call? That's what we called? And obviously a bit of confusion. But now Mifflin County has to punt. We saw them drop it earlier. They got it back. Let's see if they can get a little return here on 4th and 10.
Here come the Huskies rolling out. Oh, and I think that one might have gotten tipped. Rolling out of bounds. I believe Aaron might have got a hand on that. Or a really weird punt. Did that punt go backwards?
It might have. I'm not exactly sure. But it's just been an odd game, I feel like, so far. We've had the explosiveness. We've had these weird plays where you see a punt doesn't go very far. We've had these plays where, Weaver being a fumble is a little bit, there's been some shaky calls. But Mifflin County has a chance to take the lead. They take the field with 6:33 left in the first half.
Here's 1st and 10. Hartung has trips to the near side of the field. Handoff, Kaufman up the middle. They're going to go back to the ground here. Gets around a gain of 3, maybe 4, and it'll be 2nd and 6.
And I think for Mifflin County, you saw the one deep ball, and now Gettysburg is playing at least one person back. That allows Mifflin County, if they want to stack the box, try and run up the middle, you've got maybe some numbers there. Obviously, 4 yards, you get that every play, it's going to result in a touchdown. Good start there, and it's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 here. Hartung in the pistol. 2 receivers to each side of the field. Handoff. Kaufman bouncing it outside. Gets the first down and more. He's to the 20. Down to the 15. Penalty flag will fly late here. After the original first layer here, we'll go to the instant replay. Colston, walk us through it.
Kaufman here just going to the outside. They've been trying inside. I believe at the end there, if it doesn't show it, Kaufman, you see, he's going up and saying, hey, I think I got held by the face mask. We'll see what the call is on. That's what Kaufman thinks.
And Kaufman is right. Pick me out there, little ref. He originally pointed to Mifflin County. The penalty's against Gettysburg. And Mifflin County now is starting to get the ball moving. So we have a couple of signs there for Brandon Kaufman.
One for Beamer there. You see, it's senior night. You got to show a little appreciation to the seniors, all they've done.
I'm going to make a sign with my folder during halftime, Colston. Here's 1st down and 10 at the 11, practically goal-to-go range. Mifflin County stalled out here last time, and it was all with the run, and that one, once again, gets back to the line.
I think for 1st and 10 there, especially if you're running it, we saw last time, went to the outside. I think right there is the perfect time for that pitch play. If it works, they're playing the box. He gets to the outside. There's maybe 2 players that can catch him. Gain of 1, and now Mifflin County, the playbook just shortens a little bit.
You know what I would really like to see? I would like to see like a half-back pass because you've been setting up that toss. Just think, you toss it behind you. Kaufman might have a guy wide open in the back of the end zone. Now, this could just me be being just trying to be a dreamer right here as Hartung goes in motion. Roll out pass. Looking. Hartung. Looking. Throwing to the corner of the end zone. Overthrown. Incomplete. So it's 3rd down and 9 at the 10.
I like what I see there out of Hartung. You don't want to throw it in harm's way. There's really nobody there to throw to on the bootleg, so just going to throw it away, not have any real bad mistakes happen here early. And now, 3rd and 9, however, they can get a first down if they get to the 1 or the 2.
1.5, I believe, is where the yard marker is. And if I'm Mifflin County, I wouldn't mind taking a timeout here, talk it over with Hartung, go through his reads, make sure he likes what he wants to hear. So there's 10 seconds left on the play clock. They really got to hurry up to the line a little. I mean, these 2 offenses moving at the exact opposite pace. So it'll be trips to the near side. Hartung, gun, dropping back. Has a man, Kaufman, one guy to beat, lowers the shoulder. He's down at the 1 yard line.
And that's exactly what I'm saying about this Husky team. You see the pass outside. They've been playing the inside all night. Look at Kaufman, the fight. That's exactly what you want to see out of a senior. He's been living the dream with these running back injuries, the bell cow. And now you've got maybe half a yard to go. Maybe just try, Gettysburg tried it. Maybe a tush push here coming up.
Well, you have 3 receivers. You have a receiver wide open if you snap the ball right now. Not able to. Hartung lines up under center. Quarterback sneak. He's got it. Touchdown, Huskies.
And Mifflin County, it's a slow start. Down 7-0 after 1. But that's exactly how you want to answer. Gettysburg hasn't been able to stop the run all year. So why not take it with your quarterback on a 4-receiver set? Huskies take the lead. Extra point pending. It's 13-7.
Mifflin County has 13 unanswered. Beamer going to make the look at 14 here as he's really stepped into a role from Brennan North from last year. He's stepped in. He's been pretty accurate with his kicks. This one up, and it is down the middle, 14-7. The lights go off for a Huskies lead. We're going to take a break with them. You're watching MCTV football. Mifflin County has 14 unanswered, and they're going to kick the ball off to Gettysburg here, who after that opening drive forced fumble, it's been all purple and silver after the touchdown from Gettysburg, getting stops, forcing turnovers, and Weaver gets us back underway at Donald M. Chapman Stadium. This one will be caught at the 10-yard line. He'll bring it out to the 15, 20, cuts it to the outside, still on his feet, 25, goes out of bounds at the 30, and it'll be a first down Gettysburg with some solid field position.
And that's what I'm saying about the speed here on the outside. You've seen these players here. Mifflin County's playing the inside so he doesn't get a crease. Send him to the outside. Let him, walk out of bounds. Not allow that big return. Obviously does get to the 30, so it's solid field position. But 70 yards to go. They've been playing really behind. They've had these 3rd and 10s, 3rd and 11s all night. Let's see if Mifflin County can force another stop here.
You got to go back to that fake pooch punt. I think that has really turned the tides for Mifflin County. You force a turnover inside enemy territory as here's a jet sweep that goes nowhere. Gavin Harrington once again with another tackle for loss. It'll be 2nd down and long coming up for the Warriors. My apologies.
I feel like the main thing here for the Huskies, you just got to play gritty. Gettysburg likes to show the tempo, have the speed to beat you over the top. But if Mifflin County can play the soft coverage, have 4 people in the box.
Speaking of tempo and speed here, they tried to run the same play, and look who else is there. Gavin Harrington and Jaden Smith are having themselves a night on this defensive line.
Gavin Harrington may not be the fastest, he may not be the most physical, but the one thing he can do is he can tackle a man. And that's what he's doing so far in this drive. Forced 2 stops, and it's 3rd and 7.
Gettysburg quick back to the line. Huskies showing 4 rushers here. He's got 1-on-1. Look to be man coverage. Some confusion there between Mifflin County. Comeback route caught close to the first down to gain. They push him out. They're going to give him forward progress. And penalty flag is going to fly here. And I believe they're going to... Gettysburg's pointing against Mifflin County. Gettysburg's clapping hands.
I think what happened there is, there's a little bit of talk between these 2 teams. And, obviously...
This isn't the first time. Let's hope this isn't like Palmyra.
We'll see who it's on. I believe it's going to be on Mifflin County, and it will be. Can't have that happen. You keep your mouth quiet, and nothing happens. But now it's a first down for the Warriors.
And it was after the play, too. I think that's what the worst part is. He was close. I would have given him the first down there. But here comes the 15 yards. And I believe they're going to put it at the Husky, the Husky 45, and that's what they'll do. It'll be a first down Warriors for the first time in enemy territory, I believe, today, because their touchdown came on that deep pass.
And that's the one thing you can't do. There's just small mistakes that you can avoid that lets Gettysburg get off the field or at least have a chance to. Now it's 1st and 10. You've given them new life to drive.
Johnson in the gun, single back, 2 receivers at the top of your screen. 3:12 left to play in this first half. Handoff. Jaden Smith, absolutely right there. An unbelievable tackle from number 27.
And the thing is with Mifflin County, they may not be the fastest. They may not be the biggest. But the one thing they can do is they can get in the backfield. And once you do, you have maybe even one player like Jaden Smith. The play is over. It's 2nd down now. And Gettysburg, you don't need speed if you can't get off a defender. 2nd and 15.
27 and 2 have been absolutely electric tonight for the Huskies. Rolling out, looking, going deep once again. He's got him. And for the second time, he trips. Oh, no, he trips. And Escobar, Rudy could have had his 2nd touchdown of the game. But, he pulls a Daniel Jones, trips over his own feet. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the Husky 12.
Once again, there's no over the top. Gettysburg sees it, and now they got a chance to drive at the 12. Quick tempo here.
Handoff up the middle, and I'm telling you what, this run game has not been working.
Obviously, you've had a couple plays early where Barnett has been able to get inside, get some solid yardage. Mifflin County's crashing the box, and that's putting it lightly. These passes over the top really have what have been working. Only a gain of 2. They're at the 10-yard line with about 2:10 left to go.
The more you think about it, the more that trip might have helped because this can run more clock and give Mifflin County less time or no timeouts when they get the ball back, presuming that Gettysburg scores. Play action pass, throw over the middle, incomplete. Lucas Hartung with absolutely straps. And we saw a play like that against Paul Meyer, that 2-point conversion, another slant play. Lucas Hartung, absolute breakout star of the year, in my opinion, for Mifflin County.
He's had the brother-to-brother connection. I think I've said that about 6 or 7 times. But obviously, they've been trying these inside passes. That time it does not work. And now, 3rd and 8. This is a pivotal play here just before halftime.
Looking back here to the team, you have all 3 timeouts for both sides, which is usually weird. Look at this. Farley hyping up the student section. Dropping back the pass. Looking. Stepping up. Looking to try and get in. He's brought down. Short of the yard to gain. They're still pushing. The whistle's been blown. They're just pushing the push now at this point. Penalty flag flies.
Oh, there's another. And once again, we'll see. There isn't really a great camera angle on this. Who drawed the penalty? If it's Gettysburg, it's going to push them back far. If it's Mifflin County, they may go to the 2.
This is going to be I think this might be if I had to guess, I think it's a penalty on both teams offsetting. But, it was and another penalty flag has been thrown. A 3rd penalty flag. You get a flag. You get a flag.
Gettysburg, one of the most penalized teams in the entirety of the conference. Simple mistakes that can be avoided, but they play with passion.
We know at least one of them is against Gettysburg. I think 2 of them are against Gettysburg, and one of them came after the play.
One against Mifflin County, one against Gettysburg.
After the play, unsportsmanlike against Gettysburg. So I believe that was after the play. The first 2 penalties offset, and then they'll move this one back after. I don't know. I haven't seen anything like this.
So it's going to be, since the penalty's offset, unsportsmanlike against Gettysburg, 15 yards back. I believe that also keeps that play that just happened. So it's going to be, it should be 4th down and a long way to go for Gettysburg.
I don't know, Colston. I've been watching football my whole life. I've never seen 3 penalties, 2 offsetting. The only thing else we need is a partridge in a pear tree and you got a Christmas song.
From what I know, it should be 4th down and a long way to go. We'll see what they call it. I think they're still thinking about it.
And here they're gonna move the ball back. So I believe this would be 15 yards. The play will still not happen. So it'll be 3rd down and 23. I believe. Okay, The first two penalties offset each other. So they'll move them back. I don't know.
I believe it's going to be.
It's third down and 20.
Now, the main thing here for Mifflin County, you've seen, so far, the main thing you got to do, protect the skies. Both times they've had these big chunk plays. There's nobody over top. It's one-on-one, and Gettysburg has the speed. Now you've got a 3rd and 20. Easily could get them off the field. We'll see what happens, though. And we're still talking about it. And it's 4th down.
It is 4th down.
That changes a lot of things for Gettysburg. That gives Mifflin County a lot more time if they can get them off the field.
Now, while Colston, you were practicing to sing the national anthem, I was watching warm-ups. This kicker was very shaky from around this range. He missed one from around 30 yards. This one would be 40. We're going to have... And the clock is running. The clock is running. If you're Mifflin County, I think you might call timeout here.
4th down. If I'm Gettysburg, as Aiden said, I think you run all the clock down. I wouldn't say take a penalty, maybe take a timeout, but you want to run all this clock down. You don't want to let
the clock is running, and Gettysburg is walking off the field. The clock is still running. No timeout has been called.
I believe that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to let this run all the way down.
Call the timeout, which they just did.
Timeout Gettysburg. So
I like this if you're Gettysburg.
It's going to be 4th and 20, however. You got to think, do you try and trot out the kicker and have, shaky kick, but 4th and 20. These mistakes, these mental mistakes, went both ways on this drive. We had Mifflin County giving them the 1st down. Now this one could kill the drive for Gettysburg. 1:17 left to go in the first half. No matter what, it seems most definitely, Mifflin County is going to get this ball back at some point. The question is what's the score and how many points do they put up? 4th and 20. It's not from the 10. I know it says that. I promise you.
Well, they can't see the scoreboard, though. All right, just for clarification one last time. The ball is lined up on Mifflin County's 23-yard line. They need to get to the 3 for the 1st down.
Offense is out there for Gettysburg. You don't need the kicker. They're going to go for maybe another deep shot.
Well,
protect the skies.
You have to go for the deep shot. It's 4th and 20.
The number one thing, protect the skies, and they've got 2 safeties and a couple linebackers playing back. 4th and 20. Pivotal play.
4 rushers here. Here comes Mifflin County. Stepping up. He wants the corner of the end zone. Is he in bounds? Touchdown, Gettysburg.
And that is perfectly executed if you're Gettysburg. Mifflin County a little bit tangled up. You've got one-on-one. We're going to take a look at the replay here. It's a perfect catch over Weaver once again. Feels like Mifflin County there on that last play. I think they were expecting him to call him out because they were playing a little bit slow to the ball.
And I'm telling you what, that throw from number 15 is the type of throw we'd see from a 15 on a Sunday. Patrick Mahomes.
And that is, exactly what you want if you're Gettysburg. Simple score. Now the extra point to tie.
Here come the Huskies. Good pressure. They're getting good pressure on these extra points. That one lands in the student section. Gettysburg is hype. I'm hype up here in the booth. This has been a great game. 69 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Mifflin County has saved their timeouts. Look out for 24, 0, 1, and 11 on this drive. We're going to take a break with them. You're watching MCTV football. As we look at the U.S. flag, here we go to the sideline as we welcome you back to MCTV coverage. 1:09 left to go in first half action. Mifflin County trying to double dip here. An onside kick. Gettysburg touched it too early.
Onside kick attempted by Gettysburg.
It needs to go 10 yards. It did not go 10 yards. So that's the rule. Penalty flag flies, and there it is.
And that means Mifflin County here going to have great field position. I feel like for Gettysburg here, especially just before halftime, that's not what you want to do. That may be the opposite because it's a very risky play.
Colston, did their kicker come up on IR and I just didn't know about it?
They might have, because that's a very risky play. Obviously, if it does work, there's a lot of momentum going on the Warriors side. But Mifflin County here now has 69 seconds and all 3 timeouts to drive with a short field as well. I feel like that's maybe the one kick you don't want it onside. Now Mifflin County has a chance to strike.
They're moving. Look, Mifflin County has the ball inside the 35.
As I said, that's a 15-yard penalty, and it's not what you want to do because it's now a very short field for Hartung. And now we've seen Gettysburg, at least so far, the pass attack has been working. Only 34 yards to go. 1st and 10.
We'll give you some updates around the league once we get to halftime here. 5 linebackers in for Gettysburg and timeout called, and I think that might have been the best case scenario because Hartung wouldn't have seen the snap coming. With the timeout, actually, let's check up on some of the scores here around the Mid-Penn as we head to Week 9 Mid-Penn live coverage. Let's check around the league. The only score we have available right now for you is Shippensburg 6-2. I believe they're tied for first in the conference lead, going up against an 0-8 Northern York team. That game's surprisingly close. 14-7 is our score. Shippensburg just scored with 30 seconds left in the first half. 14-7 is your score around that league. If we get any other scores, we will let you know. As the other matchups happening around the league are Mechanicsburg and Hershey. That's going to be an incredible game.
Incredible matchup.
And then obviously next week we have Mechanicsburg, Shippensburg, the Battle of the Bergs, Redland and Palmyra, Lower Dolphin and Waynesboro. But if we get any more scores, we'll let you know. But the score here is 14-all.
Mifflin County trying to retake the lead here.
No.
All 3 timeouts make it 2 now after that last taken one.
They switch to a cover 2 shell high. Hartung, play action pass, looking. Hartung wants it all, has 2 guys, wants Beamer. Overthrown. That would have been an incredible pass from Hartung. 63 seconds left. And that was right in his hands. That is an incredible pass, though.
Straight up to the outside. As you said, Hartung wants it all. It's been a very explosive night. As I said, it should be a shootout with how these two teams have been playing the past week or so, especially with Mifflin County coming off a loss in a shootout. They want to try and get back to their winning ways. It's been high-octane offense so far, a fast-paced game. And right now, they're trying to do that once again. The deep ball, that might be the word of the day.
I knew.
But obviously, they want to try and burn them over the top. Doesn't work, and it's 2nd and 10.
2 receivers to each side. Gettysburg now playing more of a conservative defense. That one off the hands of the Husky receiver. And that is not what you want, as it's 3rd and 10 now.
Landon Bowen, the intended receiver, he doesn't get much playing time. The junior listed as a running back. And he gets to, that short route outside, I believe. He was trying to just maybe get to the outside, get a couple yards, so you can get a 3rd and manageable. The drop makes it 3rd and 10.
Strohecker and Hill are both out for this game, so they have to rely on their running back 2 or one or 2. I call him 1A, 1B in Kaufman, and then you got to go all the way down to 4. Hartung dropping back, looks, pumps, has Hartung over the middle. The brotherly connection. He needs to get the first down. He's close. He's around a yard short. What do you do here? This is an interesting situation. Who calls timeout? Does anybody call timeout? We do have a timeout called. It's against Mifflin County. 49 seconds remaining. It's 4th down and 2, maybe 3. And I believe Mifflin County's going to go for it. And I like the aggression from Coach Breon.
I'd like to say here, I feel like for Mifflin County, if you weren't going to go for it, you don't take the timeout. You let the clock run down. Maybe try, not let Gettysburg get much time for their offense. We've seen they've got some explosive receivers in terms of speed, got the athleticism with the deep ball with Johnston. But that there, Mifflin County, they're taking a timeout. As you said, they're showing. They want to be aggressive. Gettysburg's defense hasn't been able to do much against this Mifflin County offense. That timeout almost solidifies. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 2.
The last time we had a senior night here was Colston, might be your favorite game of all time. Mifflin County versus Redland. Last game at Mitchell Field. Cyril Green, got to give a special shout out to him. A 4th down and 16 prayer. Colston will forever remember that. He brings it up as we look at Beamer one-on-one at the top of the screen. Here we go. 4th and 2. Need to get to the 24. Gettysburg surprisingly playing off the receivers here. Man in motion. Jet touch pass. He needs to get to the 24. He's got it. First down. Lowers his shoulder. He's down to the 20. Huskies have to get to the ball quick, though. 1 timeout. 40 seconds left. Clock is running.
And
No, it's not. It's not running right now.
And I think the main thing there, Mifflin County is giving Bowen a second chance.
Now they are going to run the ball here. Run the clock. 40 seconds. They wanted to wait for the official to spot the ball. Still plenty of time. Looking. Throwing for the corner of the end zone. Hartung to Hartung. Did he get his feet in? Out of bounds. He nearly had it.
And I think that's maybe the perfect play in that scenario. Try it one-on-one. You've seen them. They play short on these risky downs. And after that first time, maybe you want to slow it down. Mifflin County does the exact opposite. They've got one-on-one. The brotherly connection trying to strike once again. Doesn't fit there. The feet just barely out of bounds. And it's 2nd and 10.
A football field is, I believe, 53.5 yards wide. If it was 54, it'd be a 20-14 game.
Just barely outside. You hate to see it. You can see
Just a bit outside.
Hartung there on the sideline. Just disappointed, it feels like, with himself as he goes in motion.
Hartung in motion. Timeout called by Gettysburg. Interesting timeout call. The clock was already stopped, so I don't hate it.
I believe maybe they were having a bit of miscommunication on defense. And you want to, this is a pivotal drive because Mifflin County does get it to start the second half.
As I like to say, they could double dip.
And, you can't have miscommunication because that's exactly what leads to touchdowns. We've seen it so far tonight. Mifflin County, they haven't been playing players over the top. Some miscommunication on who goes over the top against these speedy receivers. It's led to touchdowns on both sides. And now, 28 seconds. 1 timeout for Mifflin County. They've got a 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line of the Warriors.
As we are actually going to give you a live score update here from Hershey and Mechanicsburg. As the last time we see it, it's a low-scoring one down in Hershey. 7-0's the score. Mechanicsburg leads on the road against the Cam Sweeney-led Trojans.
2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. 28 left to play. Need to get to the 10-yard line for a first down. Hartung, gun, dropping back to pass, looking, throwing over the middle, incomplete, intended for Weaver. That one wasted 3 seconds. 25 left to play now in the first half.
I got to say, I don't love the play call there. You've not got much time. You've not really, Beamer hasn't trotted out on these field goals very often. And the slant pass up there, even if he does get to the first down, that clock is going to run. You might
still have a timeout. You still have a timeout, in all fairness. I like the play call. I don't like the read. And that's nothing against Hartung. I mean, obviously, a lot of pressure on him. 3rd and 10, 25 left to play in the first half. Gettysburg doesn't have a real high safety. They have one lined up at the 8-yard line. That's it. Hartung looking, stepping up, rolling, has Hartung to Hartung. He's got it. His 2nd of the game. Touchdown, Huskies.
And when I say there's nobody within 10 yards of Hartung, I'm not joking. Wide open.
He
could have read a book over there. And Hartung is going to go for 6. We take a look one more time.
Watch Chase here. The ability to step up, but not only that, stay behind the line, stay patient, hit your guy over the top, and just like that, it's a 1-score lead for the Huskies out in front. 20 to soon to be 21 from number 1, depending on the extra point. And just like that, Mifflin County is going to lead, presumably, heading into halftime. Kick is up, and it is good. The light show goes off as the lights are going down here in Mifflin County. The sun is setting here at Donald M. Chapman Stadium one more time on the football season. We're going to take the timeout with them. You're watching MCTV Football. We welcome you back to MCTV coverage as someone on our camera team's giving Dom the thumbs down. That wasn't nice. I do not approve of Dom getting a thumbs down. 16 seconds remaining here in first half action. Gettysburg is going to get the ball down by 7 with 1 timeout remaining. Squib kick here. I really like this call. Run some clock here. Let's see what he can do on the return. Bouncing it outside. 25. That's all he's going to get to. And the Huskies swarm to the ball.
And
Penalty flag will fly.
That's going to run 8 seconds off the clock. I like the call. The thing is with those squid plays is that the clock does not run until somebody gets the ball. What's the call, though?
I believe, now don't correct me on this, I believe Caden Breon might have thrown a punch trying to punch the ball out, and that's what it's going to be against. It'll be Mifflin County on sportsmanlike conduct. This is their second of the game.
And that's exactly what you don't want to do. We've seen that. Why am I forgetting his name? Johnston. There we go. We've seen he can throw the deep ball incredibly well, but you've only got 8 seconds. They've got a timeout. I think the main thing here, maybe for this first play, you throw it outside, maybe a 15-yard dig or out route, get down and try that Hail Mary.
The thing is their kicker has not. They don't kick deep. We've seen that. They've had some struggles with extra points. I think if you're Gettysburg, you go for the Hail Mary now. Mifflin County is playing back, though, so I do like this by the Huskies. 4-man rush. It's a draw up the middle. Gets a gain of 8 or 9. 3 second, 2, 1. They get it off with 1 seconds left. 50 yards. Now, last night on Thursday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers aired a pass out for 70 yards. Could we see Johnson air it out around 55, maybe 60?
I think the main thing there, I think that is the perfect play call. They got it a little close, 1 second left. But I like what I see out of them. You want to try and get a little bit closer for your quarterback. I would have maybe done a pass play instead of a run, but nonetheless.
Colston, I don't know if you remember this game. Sorry to interrupt, but the second week of the season, Northern York comes to town, and we had a Hail Mary to end the first half going from right to left.
Now this...
Do you get deja vu?
Is incredibly similar. The difference, Mifflin County caught that touchdown last time in front of the dog pound. Gettysburg is going towards the dog pound. They've got 1 second and 1 play, barring a penalty, to get anything.
And with how this game has been, I wouldn't be shocked if there could possibly be a penalty flag. There's going to be some contact in the end zone, depending. You got to think you're going to go to the end zone. You got to think you're either going to throw the one-on-one or you're going to throw it into a bunch of people. So they have 2 receivers lined up. I think Mifflin County's shifted their players to the wrong side of the field. I want to move my guys to the near side of the field where they have their biggest weapons in Kessel and Warren. Play action pass, obviously going to look deep, rolling out. Down he goes. Mifflin County has all the momentum in the first half. Warren was calling for the ball. He was wide open. Didn't get it. But
we see there on the sideline, look at him. He's yelling, screaming for the ball. And Johnston doesn't find him. He's trying to look for that deep shot. That will take us to halftime. Huskies get it to start the second half, and they have the lead here at halftime, and what I like to call a good old-fashioned barn burner. 21-14, Huskies lead at halftime.
time, we'd like to present the Gettysburg Area Marching Band. The marching staff includes Director John Hoffman, Assistant Directors Megan Koval and Heather McDonald, Percussion Instructor Zach Green, with our drill written by Sean Campione. The marching band would like to thank Principal Jeremy Lusk, Assistant Principals Chris Biggins and Crystal Grossman, Dr. Jeffrey Matzner, our Superintendent, Dr. Matthew McFarland, our Assistant Superintendent, our custodial staff, bus drivers, truck drivers, and our wonderful band parents for their ongoing support this season. A big thank you goes out to our wonderful donors this year: Olive Garden, Jersey Mike's, Mr. G's Ice Cream, Rita's, Ziggy's Donuts, Target, Wise Markets, Sam's Club, Aldi's, and Papa John's Pizza. Student leaders for our 2025 marching season are Bella Honorado, Gregory Christian, Logan Schwartz, Ava Fair, Harishi Bahanu, and Elijah Wessel. Tonight's performance is entitled Trial by Fire. This powerful production takes us on an epic journey through courage, challenge, and triumph. Featuring music from the soaring soundtrack of How to Train Your Dragon in the legendary world of Skyrim, this show ignites the spirit of adventure and resilience. Through moments of intensity and beauty, the performers bring to life a story of facing the flames, enduring the trials, and emerging ever stronger. The Gettysburg Area Marching Band is led onto the field by drum majors Paul Kennedy and Emma Rohrbach. So, get ready to enter the Dragon's Den in this Trial by Fire.
A very nice performance there from the Gettysburg Marching Band as we welcome you back to live MCTV coverage. I'm Aiden Stevens. Alongside me, soon to be taking over the heir to my throne.
That's going to be Colston Divin.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm kidding, Colston. I wouldn't have anybody else,
Look at them run. You don't see it. You're seeing the scoreboard.
But I guess I really just need to soak this last half in.
Yeah, it's the last one for you. You might need to.
I need a tissue.
Hey, at least you got a good one here.
Yeah.
Mifflin County here is up 21-14, 2:50 just before second half action. The one thing we did not do, because I was running a little bit late, I had to sing the national anthem for you guys.
Very good job, Colston.
We got to talk about these two teams because we really haven't done that.
Colston, you're singing your national anthem. That made me give you a standing ovation. That's joke of the day.
Okay.
All right, Colston, tell us a little bit about this Gettysburg Warrior team.
Obviously, you see so far in this first half, they're not a defensive team. They like to be aggressive, offensive, but they're 2-6 on the year because of really the defense being non-existent. They've lost 4 straight. But the problem, they've outscored their opponents by 82 points this season.
They've been outscored.
They've been outscored, excuse me. It's because of that defense. The offense has not been the problem for this Gettysburg team. But the thing is, they were 4-6 last year and outscored their opponents by 7 points. So really, it's been a side flip as the Huskies come back onto the field, giving them a little clap.
Yes, sir. Give it up for the seniors. I'd like to congratulate everybody on the class of 2026 in their high school career, and we wish them the best in college. We'll see some if not most of these guys, whether it's back in basketball, baseball, lacrosse. So this isn't our last game at Donald M. Chapman Stadium, but it's the last football game. At night, sold out crowd here, 4,270.
Now, the thing is here for this Gettysburg team, they're coming off a loss to Palmyra. Obviously, they lost 4 straight.
I love that sign. CTE fears Brandon Kaufman.
But
kind of reminds me of a Gam Scatabill.
It kind of does. I'm not going to lie. I was thinking about that earlier. But they lost to Palmyra. This Gettysburg team lost to Palmyra 43-35 last week. They've had so many barn burners that have not went their way. And right now, last year, they had another shootout game.
Sorry to interrupt, Colston. Somebody just grabbed the camera.
Yeah, I can't really do that. But last year, Mifflin County, another shootout, but this time in Gettysburg, Mifflin County lost to Gettysburg 47-30. So Gettysburg coming in, trying to make it 2-0 against this Huskies team. Nice to see. Oh, my God, he's doing this. I take everything back. Get him off the screen. Beautiful. Thanks for the screen. Anyway, Mifflin.
We love to see the support here from the Mifflin County fans.
Yeah.
It's senior night. Support your big brothers. I know a brother that's going to be like his brother one day in Lucas Hartung 2-touchdown night. Colston, what are your keys to winning this game if you are both a Husky or a Warrior?
The Warriors here, it's been simple. It's really been the message all year. You have to get stops. It's another game where you're just letting up more points than you really should. I mean, 21 points in the first half for a Huskies team that hasn't had, the greatest offensive performances.
Their highest scoring conference game is 26.
So
that was last week against Lower Dolphin. This week they have 21 in the first half.
They're not really the most explosive team. They try to be gritty, run out the middle. We've seen Kaufman's doing that. But the main thing here is that the Gettysburg's not getting them off the field. They've made some simple mistakes that could be avoided. But Mifflin County, this is a big game for them. Because if you win...
Here, I love this. Great camera shot here with Lucas,
With Nate Lindley here. I believe, the third-string quarterback. He may be the starter next year. Both Hartung and Chris Steiner are both seniors. He's getting ready. He may be the future.
I will say, Colson, I'm very curious. Next year, maybe I might make a surprise appearance. I don't know.
If there's Leah Buchanan here, Leah Buchanan, please report.
Mifflin County here,
to
4-4. This is a win and in scenario. Mifflin County needs to get a win to get into the district playoffs. As for next week, they take on Redland, a very deadly team. They started out red hot, but they've lost two.
I want to give, I feel like I say this every football broadcast, you got to give Coach Thomas his flowers. What he's done to that Redland team. I mean, I'm heading down to Pittsburgh next weekend, so I won't be able to go out to the Redland Mifflin County game. But I'd like to give Coach Thomas his flowers. He has turned that program around, and you don't see one-year turnarounds a lot in the Mid-Penn. But obviously, in districts, Mifflin County has Altoona and State College. State College, I believe, is ranked top 10 in the state of Pennsylvania when it comes to football. So, that could be an incredible game, Mifflin County. Mifflin, the thing is 3 words, any given day.
And Mifflin County coming in the middle. As for these two teams, it's been neck and neck here. Some bad blood between these two teams coming off of last year, a shootout loss for Mifflin County. Now they've got the new stadium. They've got the momentum. Now the problem is, can they finish it off? They lead 21-14. When we return, you've got second half action right after this.
Gettysburg is onside kick the last 2 or 3 kickoffs, and it has not worked for them. Look out for the onside kick. If Mifflin County scores on this drive, Colston, how big is the panic button if you are a Warrior?
If I'm a Warrior, if I'm being honest, I don't think there's really that much panic. They've had these deep balls that have connected. Mifflin County has been shaky at defense at times.
Colston, I don't want to interrupt you, but I'm going to here. The closest return. The closest return man's at the 25-yard line. They're now backing up to the 20 as second half action is underway at Donald Chapman Stadium. This one's going to go out of bounds, and Mifflin County's going to get the ball at the 40.
And that, I feel like what they're trying to do there, they're trying to fit it in a perfect seam where there isn't much Mifflin County plays there so they can get a big hit and knock them off their feet. The problem, you can't kick it out of bounds. Can't do that. And now, once again, it's the special teams. They've been a key factor, giving the Huskies some short fields. This is a pivotal drive, a 7-point game lead for the Huskies. Can they score again, make it a 2-possession lead for the first time for either side?
The kick out of bounds really didn't hurt Gettysburg that much. It went out of bounds at the 30. Mifflin County gets it at the 30. It's only a 5-yard advantage as Zook is lined up as the receiver on the top side of your screen. Beamer just off the corner. Single back formation. Play action pass. Rolling out. Looking. Has Hartung over the middle. He's got it to midfield. First down, Huskies.
And I can tell you right now, Hartung is feeling it, and I'm talking about both of them. That is a perfect pass there over the middle. You see, the bootleg, they usually try it to the one side, they try the other. He's wide open. Gettysburg isn't ready for it. And it's a first down on the first play of the second half.
You got to give credit to Coach Marion. The way he's been able to work this play action pass, not only to that, but he's been able to work the run. He's been able to work the play action pass, the deep pass, the short. He's cooking right now. Handoff. Kaufman tries to bounce it out to the near side. He's got a nice hole. He's to the 45, to the 40. Getting dragged down at the 40, and it'll be a first down. Huskies. 2 plays. 2 times they move the chains down the field.
They're acting like they never even left the field with the speed there from Kaufman. You see, he's just trying to get to the outside. You don't really need to play physical if you can just outrun everyone. He does there. And to the outside they go, and down at the 39, Kaufman goes. First and 10 for the Huskies. 2 first downs in succession.
Handoff up the middle. Kaufman This one not going to quite be a first down, but it's still a solid gain of 5, maybe 6. Kaufman's going to get up here. It'll be 2nd down and 4, maybe 5 for the Huskies.
Once again, you don't have to play very pretty for this Huskies team. We've seen it throughout the year. And so far tonight, they've had these first down runs that have either went for 1 yard or maybe, 5 or 6 yards. That one, the latter, and it's let the Huskies open up this playbook. Now it's 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 officially at the 35. Play action draw. Nice play call here to the flat. Zook gets brought down by the shoulder pads. Nice tackle there by Gettysburg. That was number 6. That's their second receiver. That's Julius Warren, the senior, 5'11", 180. He flew like he was 5'11", 130 on that one.
I think that is maybe the perfect play if you're Gettysburg. Especially, it seemed like Farley had an easy first down if he gets to the outside. You see the speed there from Warren. We've said this Gettysburg team, fast DBs, fast receivers, and they use it to their advantage there. Get a great tackle, and it's 3rd and 5.
It'll be 3rd down and 5 at the 33. Hartung, gun, 3 receivers to the near side. No high safety. Handoff, Kaufman showing that it's 4 down territory. It might be more. There goes Kaufman. You'll see him in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Brandon Kaufman, 33 yards out. Clock it into the end zone.
And that may be the one thing that Gettysburg wasn't expecting. They've been passing.
Look at Hartung. He knew it from the start.
He said goodbye. Touchdown, Huskies. Kaufman here, he doesn't get to show the speed very often, but when he breaks in the open field, he's tough to bring down, and he's got some speed to him. Huskies scoring like they never went off the field. Beamer for the extra point, 27-14.
This is officially, kick is up, and it is into the dog pound. It officially gives the Mifflin County Huskies the most points they've scored since week 1 against Central Mountain, the most they've scored in a conference game. And Colston, there's still 20 minutes left to go in this game. 28-14. We're going to take a break with them. You're watching MCTV. We take a look into the dog pound here. Mifflin County leads by 2 scores here. The last time Mifflin County's had a 2-score lead at home, it was against Northern York, an 0-8 struggling team. Mifflin County now leads by 2 scores. Here we go. Back underway. Nice catch there at the 15. He's got a little bit of a lane. He's going to try and cut it outside. Harrington grabs him by the shoelace.
Oh my goodness. Gavin Harrington is got some speed to him from what I saw there. It's a perfect textbook tackle. Go for the legs. And what I'd also like to point out, it didn't get pointed out there by Aiden. Weaver sent a spinning ball to the kick returner. That slows him down there, and it allows players like Harrington, who just feels like he's running track there, going for the returner, gets a swift tackle, and now it's a long field to go. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Here comes Johnson. He needs an answer. 1st down and 10. Screen pass to the outside. Caught. 20, 25. Cuts back inside. He'll get to the 28. Farley with the tackle. 1st down. Warriors. And that'll be Warren. Slow to get up here.
He's going to get up. He's going to go back to the huddle.
That's what you like to see, obviously. Warren from what I've seen, he's been a real big competitor and a real key part into this Warrior offense. Obviously, Gettysburg playing with some tempo. We haven't seen this in a while, though, as the Mifflin County defense has been playing great. Here's 1st down and 10. Screen pass. Once again, same play to the other side of the field. This could be trouble here. Nice job by Mifflin County to reel him down. That'll be 16, Chris Stein. But once again, another big-time play by number 6, Julius Warren.
And what I like to say there at the before the play, Lucas Hartung was looking for something there on the outside. He said, I need help. There's 2 receivers with me. Looks like number 11, that was Nevin Farley, saying, you got this, bud. Did not work, and it's 1st and 10.
Hand off. The Huskies usually been able to really tackle for loss here on these inside runs. But that one gets a gain of 3 or 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
What I like to see there, once again, guess who was in the backfield almost immediately? Gavin Harrington, number 2. Playing that linebacker spot, he sent a blitz himself. Couldn't get there. It's a gain of 4.
Here's 2nd down and 7 officially. Johnson looks to the sideline. They're going to flip the play. Quick curl once again. That play has been working for Gettysburg. Mifflin, Gettysburg is using this speed to their advantage. Because a little bit of a, I guess, I don't know what the word is, but just going to paint the picture here for you. If Mifflin County plays that comeback route, Gettysburg is going to fly right by him and have a touchdown. If they play back, they're going to keep having that curl route. Gettysburg needs to utilize that more.
It feels like it's an option route. You can throw it deep, you can throw it short. What they can't do right now is run the ball.
Is that who I think it is? No, that's number 56. That's Derek Peach, if I'm not mistaken.
Completely unrelated to the play, but I saw Jacob Traxler, our long snapper. He was getting hype on the sideline.
I think the boys are getting. It's senior night, Colston. They gotta get hype.
They're getting hype. That's a loss of 1. 2nd and 11.
Man coverage here once again. Look out for Kessel. He's had a quiet night, and they're gonna move him back 5 yards.
Really not much false starts here, but self-inflicted wounds have really been a key thing here so far. And Mifflin County is going to push Gettysburg back 5 yards. Now, once again, they're playing from behind the sticks. Look for that curl route, that option route. You could do a curl, a comeback, or just straight down the field, try and burn you over the top. Watch for the deep play here from Gettysburg.
Look out for Warren. That's who I'm going for here on 2nd down and 15. I really like the play call there, Colston. I think I agree with you 100%. Play action pass, stepping up, looking down the field, incomplete over the middle. No flags.
Gettysburg was looking for a flag.
As we have an injured Husky down. That is, I believe, Farley.
Oh, that doesn't. Yeah.
I believe it might be a cramp. Harrington right there, W teammate.
That's a great.
He's up on his feet. I believe it's a cramp.
But that is.
That's scary.
Yeah, that looked.
He went down in agonizing pain.
That looked really bad. I'm glad it wasn't as bad. Yeah, now he's walking off. That's good.
That's good. Give it up for Farley. Yeah. Glad to see he's okay. That just the way he went down. That looked scary. Non-contact. I don't think it was contact. I didn't see contact.
I love Harrington getting over there and lifting his leg. That's just great.
That's what a leader does, Colston.
Yeah.
Get over there. Support your teammates. And I mean, give Gavin Harrington and Jaden Smith, really, give them their flowers. Senior night, and they are balling out. 3rd down and 16, need to get to the 33-yard line of Mifflin County. Play action pass, looking, stepping up. He's going to look to take off. It'll be one-on-one against Aaron. Flies by him. Does he have the first? They're going to roll him out at the 36-yard line, short of the yard to gain. It'll be 4th down and 3 coming up for the Warriors.
And I was going to say before that play there, Orange came in for an injured Nevin Farley, and they used that to their advantage. He sees
they're gonna go quick to the line here. Sorry to interrupt you, Colson. It's 4th and 3. Johnson in the gun.
Now they're going to slow it down here. As I was saying there, Orange, the new player in, I think Johnston wanted to use that to his advantage, use the speed. Now it's 4th and manageable.
4th down and 4. Dropping back the pass, looking. Here come the Huskies. Pressure. Stepping up. That's Gavin Harrington. Is he able to get him? Breaks one tackle. He's enough for the 1st down. And a big play for Getty's. Are they saying he stepped out at the 35?
That is
hold on.
Mistake. They're sending out the offense.
Ball is being marked at the 35-yard line.
I thought he stepped out at the 30.
That's not enough for a 1st down. Turnover on downs. And once again, a simple mental mistake. Gettysburg is off the field. It's 1st and 10 Huskies. 7:05 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Your Huskies back on offense with a 28-14 lead.
We're not even going to go to break. We're going to stay right here. I thought he had the 1st down. I'm shocked by that.
Now Hartung here is looking to maybe have a critical drive here. 28-14. You've got Gettysburg on the ropes.
They could run the clock out. They'll give it to Kaufman, bouncing it outside. He has a big run already. Penalty flag thrown in the backfield. So this play likely to get nullified. And it'll be first down and 20 pending the penalty flag. And the ref is signaling holding against the purple and silver.
I will say there, obviously that play is going to go back, and it's exactly what Gettysburg needs with that penalty. But look at Kaufman just fighting for yardage. People tugging at his jersey, and he's like nothing's even happening. Great play there by Kaufman, even if it is going to get negated. First and 20 from the 25 now. The Huskies, obviously up 14. You don't want to put your foot off the gas pedal here, but that's going to set you back here.
Sorry, I'm looking back at this 4th down and 2 play. The reason why it didn't look like he just ran the long way for so long to where it looked like he ran for about 25 yards, only 2 upfield. Here is first and 20 now. 1 high safety, and he's only really playing 10 yards off the quarterback. Draw, Kaufman. This could be trouble. Gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
Now, I got to say, I like the play call by Breon, but I feel like for Kaufman, you had some, I feel like you would have maybe a little bit more of an explosive play there if you go to the outside. I believe Hartung was there. Maybe could get a block off him. That could send you to the races here. And Mifflin County, obviously, it's a great play to get you back to a 2nd and 10, but
all 3 of Mifflin County's touchdowns have been from 20 yards or further. When they've gotten the red zone, they've gotten stuffed. Here's 2nd and 10 after the holding, and then the 10-yard run by Kaufman. Hartung dropping back over the middle, caught. First down, Huskies.
Perfect throw there by Hartung, right over the middle for the Huskies. Easy first down. You see Hartung. What I like to say, we haven't mentioned it, the O-line has been playing great for the Huskies.
Absolutely. Hartung could go for a Sunday stroll back there. You got to give credit to the big fellas up on the line. They're doing their job. And, we've been quiet about them, but we've been quiet in a good way because they haven't allowed, I think they might have allowed 1 sack this whole game.
Now the Huskies here, you see first and 20, they're able to get the first down in just 2 plays. Back to first and 10 at the 47.
Man in motion. Hartung, handoff, Kaufman. He'll fight for 2. Lowers his shoulder. We'll get to the 49 of Mifflin County. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Trying to push it up the field there for Kaufman. He likes to play physical. He loves that battle in the line of scrimmage. Tries to fight for some extra yardage there, but just not much to go there. Nowhere really to go. It's 2nd and 8.
If Mifflin County wins this game, they qualify for the district championship here in a couple of weeks. Here's 2nd down and 8. 5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. You're watching MCTV action. Hartung dropping back. Here comes 5. He wants Beamer down the field. He's picked off. An incredible interception by Escobar Rudy. We've said his name a lot tonight, and we'll say it once more. Hartung wanted Beamer, just threw it behind him. And just like that, Gettysburg could get some big momentum after that interception.
Obviously, Hartung, he's going for a gut punch play for Gettysburg. And I just got to say, I think if you throw it a little bit more over top, that might be completed. But you've got, you could run more clock down, I feel like. Maybe just throw a little bit of a shorter route. I feel like it's the smarter call. Obviously, I don't hate it, the deep ball.
I don't either. I actually like the call because if you get that is the dagger. You're up by 3 scores. Gettysburg has had 2 deep. They've had a 4th and 20 and a moon ball on 3rd and 12. Those are their only ways of scoring points. Here's 1st and 10. They haven't really gotten a full possession together other than that 4th and 21. And we're going to have a timeout here called, or a penalty flag against Mifflin County. I believe we're going to call offsides against Mifflin County. So it'll be 1st and 5 now.
I will say Mifflin County has been getting a little bit antsy here on the line. I've seen them just a little bit of movement. That's the first time they're going to call it. It gets a little bit easier for this Gettysburg team. They go from the 16 to the 21. 1st and 5.
Kessel one-on-one just off the bottom of your screen. Handoff up the middle. Tries to break through a couple tackles. Has more than enough for a first down. That's Burnett. I believe that's the first time we've called his name tonight. Burnett, heading into this game, has had 5 straight games of over 100 yards rushing, and at this pace, I'm not sure if he'll get there, especially being down by 14 here in the third quarter. Handoff once again to Burnett. We go back to the well. The well doesn't have as much to offer this time as it's a gain of 5, but Burnett, over the last 5 games, 162, 130, 226 against Hershey, 111 against Shippensburg, and 150 against Palmyra. He's had 5 100-yard games. Here's 2nd and 5. It'll be Johnson in the gun. 2 receivers to the far side. They'll give it back to the well once again. This time the well is empty. Who else would you see right there? Number 2, Gavin Harrington.
Obviously, Harrington is back there, but the man who brought him back, number 29, Kane Peck, he's a very quiet senior. Doesn't do much for the team.
But when he does,
he makes it a great play. Now it's 3rd down. Let's see what Gettysburg's got in their bag of tricks.
3rd and 6. They need to get to the 41-yard line. Looking back, they got 15 to get the playoff.
Bit
Johnson
of miscommunication.
Moves Burnett to the other side of the field. Dropping back to pass. Huskies send pressure. Rolling out. Smith giving chase. Down he goes. Jaden Smith. The club in one arm. Johnson in the other.
Look at this. It's a perfect play there by Mifflin County. And Jaden Smith is going to push him back. And with not much time here left to go, the punter hasn't been doing great tonight. They're going to send down the punt unit. This is a risky call. You have to get a stop. They only got the turnover off the deep ball, but the Huskies get them off the field again. This Gettysburg offense, they've been electric here so far this year. Huskies are getting them off the field.
Jaden Smith has had a quiet year, and I am so glad to see. He is such a great kid. He has great passion. We've seen that in baseball last year. As the punt, I believe he punted it for negative yards last time. Rolls out. This one gets off a little better. Takes a bounce. Will go to the 40. Be down at the 40. And we're going to take a break with them. 28-14, 2:39 left to go. You're watching live MCTV football.
Mifflin County is quick to get to the line. They don't do it often. Now they've got a 1st and 10 at the 39. 2:39 left to go in this
Gettysburg has 6 players on the defensive line. They have 6 on the line. Hand off to Kaufman. Just because they have 6 guys up on the line doesn't mean Kaufman. Look at the push. Those are 2 offensive linemen pushing. Never mind.
I will say, for Mifflin County, there was 6 people on the line, but 2 pressed back for the Gettysburg team. So really there was 4 trying to push against 5. That's a numbers advantage for Mifflin County. And now they've seen the rush has been able to stabilize here as we get later into the game. They've been able to get a push at that, line of scrimmage. And that's the main thing here. Gettysburg has not been able to win. Gain of 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
This could be another chance for a deep ball here. Gettysburg has 1 high safety, though, but it looks to be man coverage. Look out for Gettysburg to send 5 here. Hartung in motion. They'll fake it to him. They'll give it to Kaufman. Bounces it outside. Nice move. Cuts back to the inside. And that'll get to be a Huskies first down. Brandon Kaufman.
Now, what I like to say here, it's not a very long run. As you see, he goes to the far side of the camera. But if you can see it, he broke an ankle, everybody. That thing is still laying on the field.
For people that are actually concerned, he did not break his ankle. He is perfectly fine.
But, it looked bad. First down, Huskies. Kaufman gets them to the 47. Let's see here, the Huskies. They don't really need to pass it that much with how this run has been working. We'll see if they try it here.
Gettysburg is playing inside here to Zook at the top of the screen. Hartung 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. This one goes for a loss, and for once, for the first time tonight, he is absolutely locked up by Nate Anders, the sophomore, 6 foot 172. That's the 2nd time we've called his name tonight.
He's been quiet here. Maybe, possibly, I know this is, probably a low bar, but maybe the best defensive player on that defensive line or really just for this defense for Gettysburg. You get them behind the sticks, it's exactly what you need to get them off the field. And this is a dire situation for Gettysburg. You have to get them off the field.
It's 2nd down and 12. They need to get to the 37-yard line. They're lined up at midfield. Hartung in the gun. 2 receivers to each side. Look out for Beamer and Lucas in the slot on the near side of the field. Hartung making some changes, dropping back. Here comes Gettysburg. They send 5 over the middle. Just dropped off the hands. Incomplete.
Rustler there up the middle. You see there, he's had a couple drag routes where they've been trying to dial him up. Hartung there, he tries to fix his own mistake here earlier. That was the same play they threw the pick on earlier, so they tried that short route. Does not come to fruition, and now it's 3rd and 12.
I think if Rustler catches that, he is very close, if not in first down territory. But once again, it'll be 3rd down and 12. Gettysburg has been able to work these 3rd downs very well so far, especially in the first half. Let's see if Mifflin County can pull a rabbit out of the hat on this play. 5 cornerbacks. They're all playing around 5 or so yards off the receiver. Hartung dropping back, looking, stepping up, right into the ball comes out here late. He was down. 2 officials rule him down. Gettysburg thinks they have the ball. Hartung goes down. And obviously, with that previous knee injury earlier in the year, you have to be worried about that. But once again, we're going to say his name a 3rd time. Nate Anders with the sack. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. 12 minutes left to go for the class of 2026 at Kish Bank Field. We're going to take a break for one final time, live on MCTV.
Start. Consecutive stops for the Warriors. Exactly what they need to get back into this game. 4th and 13. Beamer to punt.
Warren back deep. That one's sky high punt. Could be some trouble here. Nice bounce. Look who's right there. Jacob Trexler. That one. Beautiful punt by Beamer. Well inside the 10 near the 5-yard line. And the crowd is loving it here at Kish Bank Field.
And that's just perfect execution. It feels like Gettysburg all night, they've had to have a long field to drive. And Beamer, he sends it sky high, hoping he can get a good bounce. He does just that. The Huskies are going to make the Warriors have to go 94 yards to get back on the scoreboard. They've only got less than 1 quarter to go. 11:47 is left here in regulation. Your Huskies lead 28-14. Obviously, this Gettysburg team, very dangerous. We've seen they've got some deep balls in them. Can't let anything happen over the top. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's 1st down and 10 at their own 6. Quarterback keeper here. That wasn't Johnson, my apologies. That was Stanton, the senior running back, Wildcat. What a terrible play call, Colston. No other way to put it.
I don't actually hate the play call because you've got not much field to go.
They got less now.
They got to try to rely on their speed to get to the outside. Because if he gets to the outside, he could be going for 94 yards. Obviously, it doesn't happen there. The problem, you lost 5, and now you've got less than a yard of comfort.
They've marched down the field in this situation before. Handoff, quarterback keeper, he's got to get to the edge. He does. Gets out of the back of the end zone. That's the good news for Gettysburg. The bad news is it's still 3rd and long.
I honestly thought they confused me because I thought the running back had it. I was about to say safety.
Me too.
But the quarterback keeper there, he doesn't get it often, but Johnston can run those read options and very effectively. We saw it a couple times, but now 3rd and 13 from the 3.
Johnston,
no deep balls here for the Huskies.
Last week in the loss versus Paul Meyer, Johnston had a career-high 70 rushing yards in the loss. Roll-out pass here. looking. Pressure. He has to get it out of the end zone. Throws. It'll be caught. Unbelievable catch as he got the first. He's got the first down. Multiple Huskies can't believe it. We once again go back to the name Julius Warren. And on third down, once again, Gettysburg is able to stay alive.
Just a simple route there. They've tried that bootleg plenty of times. And once again there, it works. That one a little bit miraculous. A good turn there by Warren and a perfect connection. 1st and 10 from the 20.
Chris Stein's going to get jogged off the field here with the athletic trainer. Let's hope he's okay. Senior night, you know. It'll be 1st down and 10, though. 10:50 left to go at Kish Bank Field. Handoff up the middle. Cuts outside. This could be trouble for Mifflin County. Gain of around 12 or 13. 1st down. And something I'd like to point out here, Colston. Burnett isn't in the game.
I think what happened here, I don't think Burnett's hurt. I think what they're doing here is they want to use the speed. It's worked a couple times. Now they're bringing in the speedy running back here and trying to get some yardage off it. It's worked so far. They've got another 1st down at the 33-yard line.
Play action pass, rolling out, looking, rolling to the far side. There's nobody over there. That ball gets tipped, goes out of bounds. And I would like to point something out here. Johnson and Warren haven't had great communication pre-snap all game. And right there, Johnson, I believe, tried to make an audible, put up an X with his hands. And then if we saw Warren look at the coach like, what does the X mean? Here's 2nd down and 10, though. 10:16 left. Mifflin County jumps off sides. The senior, Trey Smith. It'll be 2nd down and 5, and that might be the most obvious penalty of the night.
There hasn't really been much stoppage in terms of a penalty, and Trey Smith.
This game is blown by. We talked about it a little bit at halftime. Nice job by Jaden Smith right there. Check up on Trey. Make sure he's all good. You know, short memory, you got to think, Colston, for really both of these teams, penalty-wise, but also gameplay-wise. You got to move on. Play action pass. Look, there's the comeback route. Caught by the number 1 receiver. He wasn't number 1 or 2 on my scorecard, but Marinho Escobar Rudy, the senior wide receiver, 5'11", 160. He's probably got 7 catches, 100 and something yards, maybe a touchdown. Or no, he has a touchdown. It could have been, too, if he stayed on his feet.
Feels like Warren here so far. He's been the guy more reliable on those short plays. Escobar has been able to get to the outside, get the touchdowns.
Handoff up the middle. Gets about a yard. But see, Colston, okay, speak of the devil, Burnett is checking into the game.
You see Gettysburg get a little bit excited, you know.
They want to see their guy in. 5 straight games of 100 yards. Sorry to interrupt, Colston. Go ahead.
There's less than 10 minutes left here. I feel like Gettysburg, you're driving down the field, but you got to play with a little bit more tempo.
2nd and 10. Pressure from Mifflin County. He's going to air it out down the field. Incomplete, out of bounds. The fact that Escobar Rudy was able to catch that is impressive. But great job by Dodger Weaver. And, you know, he's had a rough night. He's allowed both touchdowns. But I believe, once again, we talked about it earlier in the drive. Short mentality. Move on to the next play. And I believe that is exactly what Weaver needs to get his momentum back. But here is 3rd down and 9. Biggest play of the game. Gun. Rollout pass. Here come the Huskies. Harrington right there. Still on his feet. He wants it all down the field. Incomplete. Broken up. Dodger Weaver.
He's looking for a flag, and may I say, that's perfect coverage and exactly what you want. You got to have short-term
memory loss.
Thank you, Aiden. For a DB like Weaver with how he's left 2 touchdowns, but he may have just made the biggest play of the night, and I don't like this call by Gettysburg. They're sending out the punt unit on 4th and 9. You're down 2 scores.
The punter has not been great tonight. I say that as nice as I can.
But you got to try and maybe pin him deep and maybe get a safety.
This is Myers, the sophomore. And timeout called by Mifflin County, interestingly. We're going to take the timeout with them. You're watching MCTV. The punt team once again goes back out onto the field, and a decision Colston doesn't like. Watch out for the possible fake here. They have done this rugby-style punt where the punter runs into the punt right here. Line driver. That one's going to roll towards the 30. It'll stay at the 30. Mifflin County and Hartung get it one possession here. If you go up by 3 scores, the game is over.
Most definitely. And I feel like the main thing here for Mifflin County, it may not be to score anymore. It may just be to run the clock. Because Kaufman has played great in the trenches. He's had a great second half. He's averaging maybe 4 yards a carry. If you keep that going, that's a free touchdown if you get 4 yards a carry. If Gettysburg can get a stop, and they're going to need maybe, you can allow maybe 2 first downs, but you got to get them off the field quick if you're Gettysburg.
Don't count out turnovers. Remember Mifflin County on the opening drive fumbled.
That would be the perfect thing here for the Warriors. If they can get a fumble off Kaufman or anybody else.
Here's 1st and 10. Kaufman, the lone back in the backfield, trips to the far side. Handoff. Kaufman up the middle, breaks 1, gets a gain of 5, and a gain of 5 all the way down the field puts you in the end zone eventually.
And I feel like that's exactly what's been happening all night. It's a simple rush up the middle. Nothing special about it. But the thing is that Mifflin County is winning at the line of scrimmage. Kaufman's been able to get to that second level, get a solid gain. That's what sets up the pass. That's what sets up, these second and shorts that the Huskies can manage off of. 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4. Kaufman the back once again. Same formation. Handoff. Kaufman once again breaks 1, gets a gain of 2, 3rd down and 2.5, 3. If you're Mifflin County, I think if I'm Coach Breon, what I would do, I'd run it twice.
I genuinely think with this Huskies team, you run it twice, like Aiden said. I think you get the first down. They haven't been able to stop the run, and every single time they did, it feels like it's been a gain of maybe 2.
Lucas, look at this.
They're
2 receivers. That's Rustler and Hartung. Check out of the field. Check out of the game. Arend, usually a linebacker, and Christine, quarterback/tight end. The last time these 2 were on the field, it was a toss play. Look out for it to possibly be the same thing. Same formation. Gettysburg's ready for it, though.
Pivotal down. Less than 8 minutes to go. 3rd and 2.
Counter run here. Doesn't go anywhere. Who else but number 44, Nate Anders, and Gettysburg needed this.
Exactly what they need to do here. It's going to be a loss of 3. I feel like maybe the Huskies, you got to play at least a little bit conservative. A 2-touchdown lead, I think you punt this away, and they're going to bring out Traxler, the long snapper, which means they're punting it.
Hartung walking off the sideline. He pointed twice towards their side of the field like, I want to go for this. I want to put the needle, not the nail in the coffin, sorry.
You can put a needle in the coffin.
That wouldn't do a lot. But here comes Beamer on the punt. Sky-high punt once again. This one's going to take a backspin. That's not good for Mifflin County. They need to get to the ball. Christine there diving on it at the 41-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Gettysburg. Around midfield. You got to watch out for number 15, Grant Johnson.
This is the most dire drive we've had all night for either side.
All
this
season.
One, especially for Gettysburg. You've lost 4 straight. You've got nothing to lose except to play spoiler. And the thing they can do here, I think the number one thing you do on this first play, you throw it deep. If it's one-on-one coverage, you got to trust your guy. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Mifflin County has 3 high safeties. You want to talk about 2? They'll go to the bubble screen. I don't hate it, though, but Mifflin County is all over it. Breaks a couple tackles. He's still on his feet. 40, 35, 30, 1 man to beat. He's down to the 25. What a play by Julius Warren.
The thing is here with this Huskies team is that, or excuse me, not this Huskies team, this Gettysburg team, they've got 2 types of receivers. Escobar, he can go deep, he can beat you over the top. Warren is the short and more physical receiver. He shows it there in perfect fashion. It's the exact play that the Warriors need. They're at the 23 of Mifflin County.
1st down and 10 near the red zone. Quick pass out to the outside once again. He'll go back to the well with Escobar Rudy. That'll be close to a 1st down, and I believe they'll give it to him. 1st down, Warriors.
The thing is, with these short passes, it's been able to work, these comeback routes, these out routes, and it's been working perfectly to succession here on just those simple routes. It gives you a gain of 9, a gain of 8, and now easy to get the first down here. Here's 2nd and 1.
Here's 2nd down and 1. Screen pass out to the outside. This could be trouble. One man to beat. Breaks off a couple tackles. It's goal to go once again for the Warriors. And they're starting to gain momentum. Half of the final quarter left to go. Heading into this game, Escobar averaged 31 yards per game. He might be over 131. Here's 1st down and goal at the 4. Handoff. Bouncing it outside. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Warriors. The bell hasn't struck midnight yet. And Gettysburg is within a score now with 5:51 left to play.
The question here, the Huskies in this second half have been playing a little bit more conservative. Not much passes, only really one deep ball that was intercepted. But Gettysburg is going to make it interesting. 5:51 left to go in her home turf for these seniors.
Mifflin County was in this exact same situation, 28-20. In the 4th quarter, the extra point by Beamer was doinked. This one, up and good, 28-21. Very risky extra point there. Didn't look the best off the foot, but it's 5:50 left. You're watching MCTV. We're going to take a break with them.
$5:51 left to go for the seniors in home turf play.
Watch out for the onside, Colston. Sorry to interrupt you, but they've done this all night. The deepest return men line up at the 25-yard line. Squib kick up the middle here. This one will go to Zook. He'll bring it out to the 25. Cuts back inside. This could be trouble. All the way to the 35, 40. He'll go down to the 40-yard line. And the Huskies well within territory of running some clock here.
And that's exactly what the Huskies want. Every drive, it seems like they have that short field in which they could strike easily. This is another chance here. They only got 59 yards to go. And any points here, I know Beamer doesn't try much field goals here for this Huskies team, but any points here is an extremely hard way to come back if you're Gettysburg.
Mifflin County cannot allow one thing, and that is a turnover. You can run clock. If you go 3 and out, that's a minute and a half, 2 minutes ran off the clock. Gettysburg gets it with around 3:30 left. And with how inconsistent their offense has been, you got to trust your defense. But we know Hartung wants to go for the kill shot. Or it could be Kaufman. Breaks a tackle. He's to midfield. Still on his feet. Gets to the 50-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 1. Kaufman, nice job staying in bounds. Still on his feet. The clock still runs.
The senior here in his final home game, he's getting the start here with a couple of running backs injured. And once again, he's letting sparks fly here as he runs to the outside, up the middle. It doesn't matter. He's getting solid gains of these, 5, 6, 7-yard gains. And that one an 8-yard gain, excuse me. But those plays are exactly what opens up the playbook. The problem is that they open up the playbook and they haven't been able to get much off it.
They need to go from one 49-yard line to the other. Here's 2nd down and 2. Look out for a deep ball here because you have the ability to do that around this range. Hartung in motion. They'll give it to him on the jet touch pass. Cuts outside. Needs to get to the other 49. Penalty flags will fly. There's 3 of them. And Gettysburg's coach looks very upset.
Now,
three different penalty flags were thrown. I think this is going to be offsetting.
I believe what happened here, and I know we had this earlier, I believe one's on Mifflin County and 2 are on Gettysburg. I may be wrong about that, but I think one was a holding call on Mifflin County. One of them was a face mask on Gettysburg, and I'm pretty sure it was in the secondary against Gettysburg. So we'll see what the call is, but this is pivotal.
Holding against Mifflin County. Face mask against Gettysburg. That penalty is declined.
Face mask against the Warriors. Those penalties will
So
they're offset, my apologies.
There's only 2 penalties. There isn't 3. So
I guess one of the flags were both for the same penalty, or two of the flags were for the same penalty.
So it's going to remain the same. 2nd and 2 from the 49, 4:42 left to go.
If anything, that favors Mifflin County because that's just more time ran off the clock. 4:42 left to go for the class of 2026's home games. Here's 2nd and 2 at the 49. Handoff. Kaufman up the middle, lowers his shoulder. He's got a first down. Mifflin County.
That was a bit of a scary run up the middle there for Kaufman because it looked like a little bit of a weird exchange here between Hartung and Kaufman. You're going to see here, he's kind of tucking it a bit low. Doesn't matter because he did get the first down, but that could have been very scary there if it was a punch out.
4:23 left to go in regulation. Pending Mifflin County can run out the clock, or Gettysburg gets a stop, march down the field, scores a touchdown. Look out for Gettysburg. They're aggressive. They might go for 2 if they score. Would not shock me. Nonetheless, 4 minutes left to go. Here's 1st down and 10 at the 47. Hartung, gun. They'll give it to Kaufman once again. They're going to keep feeding them. Gets a gain of 2. Nice job by number 19 for Gettysburg. That'll be Tyler Black, the senior, strong safety, 5'9", 175. That'll be 2nd down and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The problem with Gettysburg here is that now they are getting some good tackles on Kaufman, but they're running out of clock. They're running out of time. If you had done this maybe in the 3rd quarter, it would give them a lot more of an opportunity. There may be 10 minutes, 9 minutes left on this clock. But you find this out so late, you got to be able to stop the pass, the run. Maybe, those bubble screens could go Mifflin County's way. Now it's 2nd and 7, however. This is a good chance to get them off the field.
4 on the play clock. Mifflin County's got to get this off. They'll call a timeout. Smart call by Coach Breon there. Play clock was getting low. Hartung finally realized that we're going to take a timeout left with them. 3:12 left to go. You're watching MCTV. .312 left to go here at home in the 2026 season. Mifflin County with a win locks themselves into the district playoffs. Hartung in the gun, trips to the far side of the field. Handoff, Kaufman up the middle. On 2nd down, it's another gain of 2, maybe 3. Timeout called by Gettysburg. 3:04 left. This is the biggest. Gettysburg late is saying that the ball popped out.
No, I don't think it was the ball popping out. I think the Gettysburg was looking at the clock because he called a timeout, I think, around 3:07, and it went all the way down to 3 minutes. You see the ref is starting to write something down. I think he wants a little bit more time on this clock. I agree with him. As much as I want Mifflin County.
3:04. That's what they're going to give. You said 3:07, 3 o'clock. 3 is what's on the score. We'll split it down the middle. 3:04.
So now, this is the biggest play of the game. We've got a 3rd and 5 coming up.
Scratch the game, Colston. The biggest play of the season is happening in 30 seconds. What do you do if you're Mifflin County?
Now, if I am the coach, as of right now, I genuinely think if you're Mifflin County, you run it up outside, maybe a toss, maybe just straight up a Kaufman goes outside. And then, if you don't get it, I think you go for it. I genuinely do. They haven't been able to stop them backwards. They've only got them around maybe 2 times in the backfield. You just try and put a gut punch in.
I like it. What I would do, put the ball in 24's hand. Jet, touch, pass.
We'll see. What do the Huskies have? 3:06 left to go. 2 timeouts for the Warriors. Here's 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5. Game on the line. Hartung, gun. Dropping back to pass. Four-man rush, looking, has Hartung. He's got a first down and more. 30, and he goes out of bounds at the 29-yard line, but it's a first down, Mifflin County.
Maybe all you need is simplicity. It's a simple drag route for Hartung to Hartung. Brotherly connection happens again. We see Lucas Hartung, the receiver. He tries that stutter step, maybe a little bit too much there, but it's a 1st and 10. That is a pivotal play here. We're under 3 minutes left to go, and now the Huskies can run some more clock.
I believe Gettysburg called timeout.
Now they're going to run up to the field. I don't think they did take timeout. This clock should be running.
Then the clock is...
Oh, no, Hartung went out of bounds. That's
yeah.
what stops it.
You're right. My apologies there on that, folks. Handoff, Kaufman, blitz. You said earlier that was maybe got him behind the line twice. That was 3rd time right there.
I honestly think for Mifflin County, I know you want to play it maybe a little safe, but I think you try maybe just a different run. You've been running it up the middle the entire drive. At least maybe just like a halfback zone, maybe just a little bit more outside instead of that inside zone they've been trying every time.
Can you clarify what a halfback zone is for the people that might not know that are watching at home?
I feel like a halfback zone is where the running back just goes a little bit more to the outside, maybe towards the tackle instead of a guard, because they're going towards the center.
2nd down and 11. Sorry to interrupt you, Colston. 2:17 left to go. Hartung, handoff, halfback zone. You called it. Up the middle, Kaufman. First down, Huskies. And that is your dagger, I believe.
I don't think it is. I'm going to be real. But I called that on the money, and it's a pivotal play. Halfback zone. You go towards the blind side, the left tackle. And Kaufman is just there, and he has a little bit of speed. We're under 2 minutes here at the 15-yard line. If you're Gettysburg, you cannot take a timeout this play. You have to wait and see what happens. If they get him behind the line or just anywhere, if they don't get a first down, basically, you have to take, no matter what, actually, you have to take a timeout here. But you got to see what happens. Clock ticking. Here's 1st and 10.
I want to go for the end zone if I'm Hartung here. Let's put the nail in the coffin. Hartung, handoff, Kaufman, bounces it outside. That zone tackle, and oh no, that's not good for Mifflin County. Out of bounds with 90 seconds left to go.
I think what happened there, I don't think Kaufman wanted to go out. I think Gettysburg pushed him out, which is a smart play. Once again, that halfback zone, the quick base rush there is trying to go to the outside, trying to get that edge for a touchdown. It's a gain of 4, but it saves Gettysburg a timeout. So now if they get him off in these next 2 plays, obviously you can't set up a field goal here. But Beamer's not kicked much, so it is a little bit risky. But they need to see what happens.
Mifflin County is 2-1-1 in senior nights. Hartung, gun, handoff. Once again, Kaufman bounces inside. This could be the game. He's got the first down. He's in. Touchdown, Mifflin County. And that is your dagger.
A minute 25 left to go, and Kaufman, the number one thing Gettysburg needed to do was stop the run, and Kaufman is letting them have it. He puts the head down, and with a minute 25 left, your Huskies have a 13 pending 14-point lead.
Chris Stein will hold. Beamer will kick to make it a 14-point game. The kick is up and short.
So Beamer there, just a little bit short. Doesn't really change much, but it's still a 13-point game. Gettysburg, it is do or die. You've got 2 timeouts, a minute 25. Obviously, once again, I don't think it's the offense that's the problem. They've got a couple stops. Obviously, we've seen, last week, for Gettysburg, they put up 35, so this is a little bit less than they're usually accustomed to. But Mifflin County's got some stops, but they haven't been able to stop Mifflin County. 34 points. Not a recipe for success.
I'll say this, though. You don't want the ball in 15's hands. When he's needed to step up, he stepped up.
I think the number one thing here, you put Warren or you put Escobar. One of them's on a deep, one of them's on that bubble screen, and whoever's the most open, you feed them the ball. Because they can get open in the open field very quickly.
You can't count out Kessel. He's their leading receiver heading into this game with receiving yards per game. He's at, I believe, 70 heading into this game. 1:25 left. Here we go. One last time. As that kick's going to be a short kick.
That's a kickoff.
That's on. That's
if Mifflin County has it,
and
I think they do.
Because technically, the ball went 10 yards. What is the rule?
I think Gettysburg has it. In a kickoff, if Mifflin County had got to it, Gettysburg got the ball. They fell on top of it.
Oh, Gettysburg got on top of it? I
but
thought
if Mifflin County had got it, it would have been.
Oh, no, it is Mifflin County ball.
Mifflin County ball. That's it.
After the kickoff.
And
wow.
It's not like a punt. A punt, you have to have a Gettysburg player touch it to get it. On a kickoff, Mifflin County can touch it. If it goes 10 yards, they get possession. And they get it there.
The thing is, Gettysburg has been doing onside kicks all night.
The one time they don't, Mifflin County's going to get it. Wow.
This game is not over.
It's
Two
not-
timeouts. Turnovers happen.
It's not technically over, but if you were to go on ESPN, it's a 99% chance.
They're going to go in victory formation.
Hardtime will take a knee. Do they take timeouts? Clock is still ticking. I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to let Mifflin County walk away here with a win. Mifflin County is going to the playoffs. What a win here tonight. Their offense really all season hasn't been able to show up. But the one time they do is the most pivotal game of the year against a team who's number 2 in the conference in terms of offensive play. But 50 seconds left. You only need maybe 2 more knees. Mifflin County's going to improve to a positive record. 5-4.
I think this is going to be it because Hartong's going to take his time going down. The play clock is not a factor. The game clock is going to hit triple zeros in 30 seconds time, and Mifflin County is District 6 playoff bound. I'd like to thank everybody a part of our MCTV crew. Give a special shout out to Mr. Herto. Without him, none of this would be possible. Oh, yeah, let's check some scores. Thank you, Colston, for the reminder. And Mifflin County gets the win on senior night. Let's check around the conference here. Shippensburg beats Northern York. Mechanicsburg is still up by Hershey. Redlands up on Palmyra. But our game ended early. And one final time, it's a light show for the football team. I'd like to thank everybody a part of our Colston, go ahead.
These two teams, they've got one game left on the Friday night light. Once again, Gettysburg is going to go home. They're maybe going to have another shootout. They take on Lower Dolphin, Mifflin County. They've got a tough one coming up. But really, it's not a big game for them. They've made the playoff bound. But their next game is a tough one. They're at Redland.
That's going to be a great game. Mifflin County, I'd like to thank everybody a part of our MCTV crew. I'd like to give a special shout out to Mr. Herto. Without none of these streams would be possible.
You get a look at the dog pound. They're excited because this team is playoff bound.
Let the moment breathe.
Let's let them have it. There's the CTE Fears sign. The Huskies with triple zeros. They put up 34. The Warriors put up 21. And the Huskies are 3-1-1 on senior night. The Huskies improve to 5-4. Gettysburg loses 5 straight. They drop to 2-7. And that'll do it. That's the final football game for Aiden. I can't believe it. That at least it goes out on a winning note.
I'd like to thank everybody a part of our MCTV crew. I can't thank them enough. I'm just a kid talking about sports, doing what I love. Give a special shout out to Mr. Herto. But in a month's time, we're going to have some playoff games. We're going to stream Powder Puff football. But our next Mifflin County sanctioned event, December 3rd, girls basketball in the Dog Pound. We will see you then. I'd like to thank everybody one last time. We're going to let the alma mater play us out here. It's been an honor being the voice of Mifflin County football for 2 more years. Colston, you got 1 more year left in you.
I'm going to be so excited.
But thanks.
I'm going to miss you because obviously it's a lot tougher if I don't get another broadcasting partner.
You'll get someone, but
it's much tougher. It's going to be much tougher because I had chemistry with you. But Mifflin County, the crowd is going to go wild.
I'm going to let the moment breathe. Let the moment breathe. I'd like to point out here that the audio is from our roof cam, where the roof is. That is not piped in noise. That is how loud they are.
Husky fans, your
Ow, sorry for that.
We got to get you on your toes here. But that's
you all.
it.
That's it.
Mifflin County, 2 straight years, their final home game. This one, as I said, it's a barn burner, a shootout. And once again, on senior night, 2 years in a row, an incredibly great game, depending on the scoreboard. But Mifflin County's 2-0 in our final football broadcast. We have 4th and 16. Cyril Green, 21-18 victory over Redland. An incredible game. That's the best game I ever broadcasted. This one, a great one as well. Mifflin County takes it 34-21. Anything you want to add, Aiden?
I'd like to thank everybody once again. I couldn't have done it without all the support from everybody. Family, friends, you, Mr. Hurto, last year's MCTV, this year's MCTV crew. Without none of them, it wouldn't be possible. Well, that's it. Golston, that's all I have to add.
That will do it.
And
That's it. I can't believe it.
And if we don't see you, if I don't hear you guys, if I don't see you guys ever again, have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night.